Right, are we good? Are we live? I think we are. Hello all and welcome back to the Women's Football Chat Live. Today we bring you action from the WSL with Manchester United facing Tottenham. It should be an interesting game today. The fight for fourth is well and truly underway. We've got a couple of clubs involved in that battle, but the two main protagonists for that fight, Manchester United and Tottenham. Tottenham find themselves 6 points behind United, but they've got a game in hand. So if they win today and win that game in hand, they'll go level on points with Man United for fourth place. So the fight is very exciting. Today's game should be very good. It's a little precursor for the Women's FA Cup final in a few weeks' time. Harry, are you excited for it?
Yeah, it should be a good game, as you say. It's hotting up towards the end of the season for those positions in the WSL, which are massive. They might not mean European football this season, but it's positive signs for next year, and it's more prize money. So each position matters. Both sides are going to be, I think the changing rooms are going to be very, very happy with the way their campaigns are going, with both of them reaching the FA Cup final. And I think it's going to be a good game, as you say. Maybe it's going to be a bit of a spoiler, give us a little bit more of a show of how the final could go. Yeah,
definitely. So I think it's going to be interesting. I think this will really display the progress made by Tottenham and the relative fallback that United have suffered in that same time period. We think back to last season, Tottenham were really struggling. I think they ended up finishing 7th in the league. That's not a strong campaign, really. I mean, they were quite happy with it, but this season, they've looked really good. And if they were to finish as high as 4th, that shows incredible progress in such a short time span.
Yeah.
As for United, well, they're a team who were fighting for the title last year, were second only to Chelsea, and they now could end up as low as 5th this season, or as low as 6th if it goes really badly. So I think this, as we say, shows a huge decline for Manchester United, and today would really put that into perspective.
I mean, they need a win today. They need a win today. A loss today, you're suddenly looking at 5th or 6th in the table, because Liverpool will then have the opportunity to catch up as well. So it's imperative for United that they win today, because if United were to lose the FA Cup final and finish 5th or 6th in the league, Mark Skinner's under a lot of pressure.
Yeah, definitely. So I'm going to go through the lineups. Trying to sort out our coverage of it that's going a little bit all over the place. But I'll have a look at the lineups for today's game. Manchester United at home. Does that hand some advantage? It definitely should. Will it? Remains to be seen. But of course, we are at the Leigh Sports Village for today's game, and their team is as follows. On paper, it looks like a 4-5-1 or a 4-3-3 for Manchester United. In goal, Mary Earps, the hero of their last game, as she was pivotal to them knocking Chelsea out of the FA Cup. In the back four, Mannion, Letizia, Turner and Evans. Mannion, a player who not done a whole lot of this season, but she came into the side for that FA Cup semi-final and was brilliant. In midfield three, it's Nalsund, Toon and Zellum. Now, Toon will likely play as the attacking midfielder with Nalsund and Zellum sitting in the pivot. Mallard one flank, Galton the other, leading the line, Nikita Parrish. Now, Parrish and Mallard could be the other way around, but that'll be interesting to see. A 4-3-3 for United then, pretty much as we expect to see it. As for Tottenham, it will probably look like a 4-4-2. Of course, Tottenham without Grace Clinton today, as she is a Manchester United player on loan at Tottenham, and those loan rules mean she can't play against United. The Tottenham team is Rebecca Spencer in between the sticks. Again, another player that's looked really good, especially in that FA Cup game, after coming back into the side replacing Barbara Votikova. In the back four, Neville, Turner, Bueller and Nilden. They were solid against Leicester, despite the fact they conceded early on. They then shored up a bit and stopped Leicester scoring any more. Across the midfield four, Naz, Spence, Summanen and Matilda Wimberg. No huge shocks in there. It's great to see Wimberg starting, obviously without Clinton involved. And Naz played well in the Leicester game. She lacked end product a little bit, but she definitely looked dangerous. And the front two, Beth England and Martha Thomas. So good teams.
Yeah, two good sides. And as you said, two sides that have picked up some really good results of late. And I think especially that Tottenham side have really... I mean, Villaham's got his side playing some really good football, and to be honest, I look at those players and I do look at that side as a high quality team now, especially in attacking areas. And as you say, great to see Matilda Wimberg get the nod today. A very, very promising player, and I mean, if she could get a goal today, she can definitely cause Man United problems, and it would be good for her to get a good performance under her belt.
Yeah, she seems to be the poster for this revolution at Tottenham, where they're bringing in young players. I think she is someone she was touted with moves to Man City, to Chelsea. Tottenham went in and got her, and I think that was a really good coup from Tottenham, and that's what they've got to do. They've got to go out and find those talents before your Chelsea, before your City do, because for those clubs, they can't guarantee starting minutes, but what Tottenham can do is go, you know what, Wimberg, you won't play You'll play rotation minutes this half of the season. Next season, though, I expect, especially since I think Grace Clinton will probably go back to United permanently.
Yeah.
I think that Vinberg will then be slotted into the Tottenham team. So they can offer minutes to those players that other clubs perhaps can't. So Tottenham need to take advantage of that and go out and find talents like Matilda Vinberg. And that's what they're doing.
Yeah, and I think it's going to be an interesting game because Tottenham, as you said, they're playing really good football. They've got some really good players. United, they've got good players, but they don't play great football. I mean, they took their chances at Chelsea, and that's what got them the win, and that's why they're in the FA Cup final. But in too many games this year, United just haven't been good enough because they don't play good football. They are a good side. They've got some good players, and that's what gets them across the line in these games, and that's why they beat teams. But overall, the football they play isn't of the standard of a team that I'd expect to be finishing fourth in the top division.
No, I think they've been very fortunate at times this season. It feels very much like a coach that in Mark Skinner that doesn't do a whole lot of hands-on coaching. Like there's definitely some elements of the play that are structured and he's clearly had an impact there, but others he relies too heavily on the elite players to perform at a high level, because what we've seen this season is when players like Ella Toone don't show up necessarily, the system doesn't get them through games, so they're relying too heavily on having quality players, and that means that when the players fail, the system isn't there to back them up. Now, what you have with the other way around, when you've got systems like the Chelsea system or the City system, is that when the players fail, you can rely on, when the system fails, you can rely on the players because they're brilliant players, but that doesn't transpire for United because they're always relying on the players. So when they fail, there's nothing really there to back them up. So that is definitely an issue for Manchester United. And Ella Toone obviously hasn't performed well enough this season. I don't think she's had good games. Don't get me wrong, and it's not like she's been bad, but she's not been at the level she was last season. And what you want to see in football, especially with a young player like Toone, is that constant progression. And it feels like there's definitely be a decline in her performance. And a lot of those question marks will be opened up as to, can she perform without Alessia Russo there? Can she be the talismanic figure in this United side? Can she be the one that drives them forward? This is a game they should win today. United are a side who were second in the WSL last season and who have invested a hell of a lot more money than Tottenham have into their women's setup. So for United, there is no real excuse for losing today. Yeah. And I think that once again, that will come back on Mark Skinner if they are to lose. So we'll see how they get on. But I'll be very intrigued to watch this game. I feel that Tottenham are a side who have a distinct style, which United don't really seem to have. And they've coupled some exciting young talents, like I've said, Matilda Vinberg. I think Grace Clinton will be a big loss today for Tottenham. Obviously, those loan rules mean she can't be involved, but she's been a real key player for them. And they've coupled those young players with those experienced heads like Martha Thomas, like Beth England, and that seems to be working really well for Tottenham. Yeah,
and that's the thing, as you say, United should win this game, and it's a game that we know how good Ella Toone is on her day. This is the type of game that she could really take control of, dictate it, score 2 goals, win United the game, and everyone will be singing her praises. But it's also a game that she could, like she has this season, go a bit quiet in. And this Tottenham side do take advantage of teams like United. When Tottenham get the ball down, play their stuff, and work together, they are a really good side because defensively they're a strong unit. They've, the back four I rate very highly, and they're very compact, and they don't let many chances through. I mean, look at the Leicester game. It took an absolute worldie from Rantala to beat that Tottenham.
Equally, Leicester, if they had a bit more clinical, they could have easily got a few in that game.
And Tottenham going forward are absolutely lethal. You've got Naz and Vinberg out wide, who are deadly with their pace. Yeah. And then with Thomas and Beth England, you've got 2 of the best finishers in the WSL.
I will say on United's attack, though, I actually really like the front three today. I think that, in my opinion, Lucia Garcia, I know she scored against Chelsea last week, but she hasn't shown a whole lot this season. I don't think Heisei's been particularly impressive either. Yeah. And Rachel Williams is a proven player in the WSL, proven goal scorer.
Again,
but
a very good finisher.
She's not really suited to playing in the modern game. But yeah, great finisher. The classic sort of player you want to get in the box, but she's not great. She's not very effective in build-up or in those passing patterns. So for me, this United front three is actually really exciting. So I think Melvin Mallard is someone they've not used enough this season. I know she's had a couple of struggles with injuries, but I don't think they've used her enough or put enough faith in her. Nikita Paris is an experienced head that has performed well for United this season and has been somewhat reliable. And Leah Galton, I think, is a player who always seems to cause trouble, no matter where she's playing, who she's playing for. I think she's just a really dangerous player. So she could be a real asset for this United attack. I really like their front line today, and I think they will offer Tottenham a real good challenge. This is going to be a good game of football, I think. Manchester United versus Tottenham. The players on the field now. So let's get into some predictions. Harry, what's your prediction for today's game?
Yeah, to be completely honest, I think, as you say, it's going to be a very good game of football. I think it's going to be very competitive, and I'm going to go for a draw. I can't see a winner in this one. I think both sides will have their spells in this game. Both sides will have chances, but it will be a 2-2 draw. And I'll go for I think Tottenham will dominate the first half, and they will take a 2-0 lead through Beth England and Matilda Vinberg. And then the second half, Man United will come out, up their game, and it'll be goals from Ella Toone and Nikita Paris. Because Toone, I think I hope Toone has a good game today. And Paris, I mean, I've been thoroughly impressed with.
Yeah. I think Nikita Paris has been a real strong performer for them. Another player they've not really used much this season is Hinata Miyazawa, who is amongst substitutes today. I also think there's been a late change to the side because Mallard doesn't start now, and Heisei is in the starting 11 according to that graphic at least.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure whether that is a late change to starting 11, perhaps through injury.
I thought I saw Mallard come out as part of the starting 11.
Yeah, I can see Mallard over there.
So I think that's a bit of an error there. I mean, Tottenham got any footballers, apparently.
Yeah, so maybe those graphics are just wrong. Yeah. But, it's going to be interesting to see how today's game goes. In terms of my prediction, I'm going to say 2-1 Man United. I just think that home advantage, I think the spirit that team will have after beating Chelsea in the FA Cup, I think they've got enough today to beat this Tottenham team. Tottenham are very good, and I think they will open the scoring through Beth England, but United will rally together. Skinner will get his players going, and it will be goals from Melvie Mallard, because if she is starting, and they are now fixing their graphic. There we go. Mallard does start. I think she'll score, and I will say, you know what, I'll go Miyazawa from the bench. She's not really done a lot in the WSL so far. It definitely feels like those classic sort of post-World Cup signings. You see it in both the men's and the women's game. Well, I think like James Rodriguez for Real Madrid's a great example. But you see it where, brilliant World Cup for Miyazawa. United went and spent a load of money on her, and I know she's had a few injury issues this season, but they've just not used her enough. So for me, she needs to step up. The perfect time to do that is at the end of this season. If they can get some wins under their belt, like today, if they beat Tottenham today, they put themselves quite secure to get fourth in the league. Yeah. They're not going to get any higher than that, so they might as well rotate the side a little bit and look towards next season, Man United. And I think that's reflected in the starting 11 today, Melvie Mallard through the middle.
With, I think for United and Skinner, fourth in the WSL and an FA Cup final and what should be an FA Cup win, to be honest, if you finish fourth in the WSL and win the FA Cup, that's an incredible season. That's a really good season for me. Like that is a very strong season. Yeah. But that could be also because, you could argue, if they lose to Tottenham twice, terrible season. If they beat Tottenham twice, brilliant season. Yeah.
If they win one and lose the other? Yeah. Who knows? Somewhere in the middle.
When they win.
Yeah. Very much so. It's going to be Tottenham to get us started today, though, here at the Lay Sports Village. And it'll be Drew Spence to get us started today. Once Rebecca Welsh is happy to start, just waiting for the referee's whistle. Don't know what she's checking now, Rebecca Welsh. And she blows a whistle. Both sets of players take a knee and stand against all forms of discrimination. And now we'll get underway. Drew Spence, waiting for the referee's whistle. And knocks it back and we're underway here at the Lay Sports Village. Manchester United versus Tottenham in the WSL. A place, the fourth place spot in the league at stake today. Can Manchester United come away victorious and prove their prowess before the cup final, or will Tottenham show they're here to challenge?
Yeah, I think it's always these games when you've always got to play your side in the final. You're kind of getting that edge over over the opposition.
Lovely turn from Vinberg. They're receiving it from Nilden and taking on Mannion. She lifts the ball into the box. Naz is there, falls to England and just past the post. Tottenham with a fast start. Vinberg looking exciting today.
Yeah, and that's a really, really good start from the winger. And that is the weak area for me for Manchester United, having Mannion at right back. I mean, we saw her struggle against Guro Reiten in Chelsea, but United still got through in that game. Yeah. But they definitely know they can get Vinberg in behind there. They can get Vinberg running at Mannion. More times than not, Vinberg's going to get past and put in a ball like that. Well, and the fact that Beth England is unmarked in the box is criminal.
That's the Matilda Vinberg we haven't seen enough of yet in a Tottenham shirt. She's not been handed those opportunities. If she gets those opportunities, she will perform. We know how 100%. Good a player she is.
100%.
Here's Nalsund on the ball for Manchester United, trying to bring them forwards, and Paris almost losing it. Does lose it now to Drew Spence. Martha Thomas goes back to Wimberg, and Tottenham will look to consolidate this possession. Bueller under pressure from Toon, does manage to get it back now. And they'll come forwards. England receives it well on the half turn, driving it forwards. Unmarked again there. Wimberg can come forwards now. Shifts it past Mannion. Zellum has to come across and cover.
But Wimberg's getting past Mannion every single time.
Yeah.
It's that pace and that trickery that she's got. And
it's the fact she can go either way.
Yeah.
She can cut in and have a shot. She can cut in and cross it. Or she can take it to the byline and look to play it across goal. Incredibly dangerous player, Matilda Wimberg.
And on Wimberg again, I mean, as you say, she's a brilliant signing for Tottenham, but 2 reasons. Either she'll turn into a very, very good player and really help Tottenham climb the league.
Or a huge profit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Massive. Because if she performs, you will have the big sides in the WSL. You'll have Barcelona, Bayern Munich, Lyon, all looking to buy her off you for a big, big fee.
I mean, Real Madrid, even if they sell Linda Caicedo, could look at someone like Wimberg in a couple of years' time. But Manchester United with the ball now.
Get Tottenham up the league and then make them a huge profit.
Zellum. Looking to carry that ball forwards. Goes back now into Maya Letitia. Now Turner. And here's Aoife Mannion. Will go wide. Nikita Paris now. She's looking to create something. Finds Ella Toon. Flicks it on well to Mallard. First time United have really got on the ball today, and they lose it to England. And now Tottenham will look to play forwards quickly. Naz. Martha Thomas. She looked wide, but the pass on wasn't really on to England there. Bueller to Sumanen.
But you can just tell it's whenever Man United get on the ball in Tottenham's half, they don't really know what to do with it.
No, it feels like they do panic a little bit, don't they? It also feels like it might be Naz playing through the middle today and England on the wing, or at least Naz is making very narrow runs. When we saw it against Leicester, she does tend to make narrow runs, but that was a front three, so it made a bit more sense.
Right.
And here is Beth England, plays it down the line, perhaps trying to use Naz's pace over Beth England's pace, and then if they attack on the left-hand side, that should leave England a bit of space on the right-hand side. They can cross her in, and she will score eventually. Well,
Wimberg back post, and because it is Beth England, you'll have Naz and Thomas in there. But Beth England's run will always be narrow because she's a striker.
Yeah.
Because she's known what to do, which means that it's very difficult for the left back on that side to follow her in really. Yeah. Especially with Ash Neville, who we know likes to overlap and likes to get forward.
Well, it's Evans today for United, isn't it? And that's another player we've not seen a whole lot of this season. United with a couple injury issues. They haven't got their usual fullbacks.
Back on the bench today, isn't she?
Which is quite useful. Riviere, though, still out injured. Here's Beth England. And he's onside. We'll look to deliver it now. And there's options in there. Mannion will head it away at the back post. They almost want that the other way round because England offers more of an aerial threat. Wimberg against Mannion isn't really going to be an aerial challenge in there. Paris draws the foul from Nilden. I wouldn't be surprised if that was a card. It's a bit of a unnecessary one, you feel, in these early stages, just to shove her down.
But no, I love seeing Nikita Paris still playing now, still at the top of the game. I feel like she's never had a bad season. She's always that reliable player. United have had, all these different forwards that haven't performed, but Skinner knows that when he goes to Paris and Rachel Williams, they will deliver for him, and they have done. And a lot of people have been calling for Paris to be in Serena Weigmann's plans.
I wouldn't be surprised. She offers a bit of a versatile option, someone who's experienced. I know she hasn't played a whole lot of tournament football, but you see for Mannion trying to find Wimberg there, but I don't think Wimberg was alert to the situation. Letitia finds Toon in the pocket of space. Now Nalsund. That will go back to Maya Letitia. Earps. Just happy. United actually seem more comfortable in possession. Tottenham like to move it very quickly. United happy to slow it down, bait the press, and then look to play in behind in the space.
Yeah.
Toon.
That's the thing, United can do this part. They're very good. They're very good side at playing around with their back line, and they play some really nice stuff. But as soon as they get that ball forward, it does just go a bit messy.
Yeah, I think that shows, though, the difference from last season. Because last season they had Russo up there. They had a clear, defined idea of how they were going to create chances and who they were creating them for.
Because what we'll do is we'll play really good football, give it to Toon, who'll give it to Alessia Russo, and then Russo will score.
And those two will link up, and it will end up in the back of the net. That doesn't really... That's not working anymore because I don't have Russo.
You look at that. They were playing good football. Mannion's trying to play a ball through to Paris, and it's paid off because they've won a throw in an attacking area. But if that's the game plan all day, then it's not going to last long. I'll tell you that much.
Unless I got a huge threat from throws. Here is Ethan Mannion over them.
Turner's actually got a worldie.
I was going to say, unless they've signed Megan Campbell in the last few days, I don't think they are going to have much of a threat from throw-ins. There is a stoppage here. I'm not sure what it's for. Unfortunately, the camera hasn't panned to it.
We're just watching Mannion hold the ball in their hands.
My best guess would be some sort of injury. I can't imagine it's a pitch invader.
No.
But now Mannion can.
It might could have been a pitch invader.
Get it
Fair,
going.
might be why
Toon. Mannion. Mannion. Here is Nikita Paris. Tries to deliver the ball, and it's well dealt with by Sumanen in there. Thomas Wimberg gets it down the line, trying to find Naz, but that's slightly overhit, and United will recover the ball. Letitia. Across now to Millie Turner. Turner goes to Evans. Evans goes out wide, but that is not a great ball from Evans, and Goughton would have been hard-pressed to get there.
Yeah.
Even if she was facing the right way.
Pass like that, you've got to get right.
Beulah, here is Drew Spence. And that's the thing for Tottenham as well. We speak about how well they've performed this season. They haven't even had their strongest midfield. Yeah. For me, they looked, when they played that Arsenal game, I think they had Arton and Spence in there. Yeah. I think it's their strongest midfield. Arton's only now returning from injury. Spence only just come back into the side.
This is a great game if you're one of those who likes to watch experienced kind of veterans of the WSL who are still playing at the top of their game and still playing beautifully. You know, you've got Paris and Spence, you've got Rachel Williams to come off the bench. You know, there's kind of players who have been here for a while, they know what to do, they know what their job is, and they get it done properly.
None better than Beth England, I'd argue.
Yeah, exactly, yeah, as well.
But yeah, completely agree. United with a free kick here. Looked somewhat soft, but especially considering United retained possession anyway, but it will be a free kick. And a chance for United to work this ball into the box and offer some sort of threat. Zellum.
It's fake to take a free kick spiker now, but I don't think she meant to. I think she's...
Now she loops one into the box, looking for a flick on. Turner does head it down. United's players can't get a touch on it, though, and it's dealt with. Wimberg now trying to take players on. Zellum wins it high up the field, and United could spring an attack here, but they're actually just going to consolidate possession, I think. Letitia and actually can get back into shape because of about 8 players for United on top of each other. Leah Galton wants to take on Ash Neville. Neville has to dealing with her, but then she does manage to find... Was that Turner that made a run up the line? No, Nelson.
Everyone's very much out of position for both sides.
Here's Turner.
And now they're all just shuffle back.
After that free kick, everyone was all over the place. That just dispersed randomly across the pitch. Paris wants to drive inside, plays it to Ella Toon. Toon puts it in the box, and Goughton maybe should have gambled on that one.
Yeah, it's one of those, you've got to throw your whole body at that. Really good, better from United. This was really good from Paris, cutting inside. Slots in Toon. Toon does well to get the cross in early. Maybe I think that was a shot to be completely honest.
And Toon's also got to look up there. Yeah. Goughton's in an easy position. That doesn't need to be like looped into the box. It just needs to be drilled in there.
I think that was a shot. I think it was a wayward shot rather than a cross.
Or sort of stuck between two lines. It was sort of a difficult area for a shot, but she didn't look up and see anyone in the box for a cross, so she put it in the halfway house and no one able to finish it off. Need to look up there as soon as she would have found Leah Goughton. That could have been 1-0 Man United. And as Isabella says in chat, good chance for United. Welcome to the stream, by the way. Isabella and United win it high up the field. Narsund, Mallard lets it run across her body. Now trying to pick out a player in the box. Toon can't quite get there.
Too much on it from Mallard. It's got to be just if she sets that in front of Toon.
Oh, that's lovely football, but it's flicked on by Toon to nowhere. They lose the ball in the box. Don't know what they do in Paris, but it is given offside.
I'm sure. Was it someone in there knew that was offside? Really poor pass. Great Lions little team from flick.
No idea. Beulah, isn't it?
Yeah. No.
James Turner.
Yes.
No idea what she's trying to do in there.
Yeah, bit messy. It was Spence who originally lost the ball on the edge of our own area. Tottenham playing a bit risky at the moment. Got away with a couple of errors there.
Yeah.
Just need to short up a little bit defensively. But Mallard's looked pretty good when she got on the ball. Been very impressed.
Yeah, polling check, by the way, 64% of viewers think that Manchester United will win today. I think that's quite reflective of the quality of United or the expected result for United today. But they haven't always got those results when it's been expected this season. 29% going Tottenham, 7% going for a draw. And driven forwards there by Letitia. Finds Nalsund, who seems to be involved in everything today. Good for United. Mallard coming inside, and it's dealt with. Good tackle. I think it was Beulah there who got a touch.
Yeah. Great tackle. That's a very easy area to give away a penalty.
Yeah.
She dives in and wins the ball.
Feels very backs against the wall at the moment for Tottenham. Sorry, United
They started
putting the pressure on.
quite positively.
Yeah.
I mean, Nilden's got someone like, I guess Wimberg's come back in to deal with Paris.
Now here's Narsund, puts the ball in the box, headed away by Beulah, flicked on by Sumanen. Thomas isn't going to get there, so United have the ball again. And the problem with this is that while Tottenham have resisted United so far, if this level of pressure keeps up, it's going to end up in the back of the net eventually.
I mean, Tottenham would just think that we had to get the ball out their own half at the moment.
And that's a silly one from Naz there. Letitia drawing the foul. Naz a little over-eager to win back possession.
Tottenham not happy with that.
Yeah. I can't really see their complaints though. Naz doesn't get the ball.
Where is it? This one here? Yeah, it's a foul.
Nowhere near the ball.
She's behind it, never going to take that ball there. And a United free kick and another chance to put more and more pressure onto this Tottenham back line.
Yeah. Mr. Big Puss, welcome to the stream as well, saying at what time is the City game? It is 2:15 here in the UK. So in about 2 hours.
Heads on,
and there we go, Man United open the scoring. Tottenham have been under the cosh so far. United have finally found the breakthrough. United 1, Tottenham 0. Melvin Mallard with the header.
Yeah, I mean, it's a really well worked set piece. No one's marking Melvin Mallard, which is really poor defending. Great ball in from Evans.
Yeah.
And a really good header over the top of Spencer.
And to get that right, because that's easy to overdo it there, because she's got to get it over the goalkeeper. And she doesn't overthink it. Just heads it in the back of the net, nods it over Spencer, and a good goal for United to open the scoring.
If you're going to come for it, you've got to come for it properly. It kind of squats down a bit as well. But
I think the bigger question's got to be asked of the defence.
Yeah, no one has picked up the run of Mallard, and United lead in this game. And that was coming.
Tottenham have been shaky so far. They haven't been able to get out of their own half, and that constant pressure has finally resulted in a goal for United. Manchester United 1, Tottenham 0, and Tottenham gets back underway. Spence knocks it back to Beulah. Here's Nilden.
And that's what you said, it's the change in the front three really paying off. Mallard gets the start, Mallard finds the back of the net.
Like, does Heisei score that, or does she rush it again and put another big effort over the bar? Well, yeah, that's a big question.
Yes, she was unmarked. That's because Mallard made a good run.
Yeah, exactly.
Well.
Big goal for United. Good finish from Melvin Mallard.
And I think Villa will be a bit frustrated because Tottenham haven't been able to get on the ball and play their football yet.
Yeah,
and if they do, they can really get themselves into this game. But it hasn't been good enough so far. And
for United, this is a really key result. If they win today, that really takes Tottenham out of the equation for fourth. Yeah. And obviously, this responds to Liverpool's win yesterday, but it also means that Liverpool, who welcome or travel away to Chelsea next week.
Yeah.
I think. I mean, that's a really tough game for them. So,
Mallard is
good stuff.
Full of energy, full of life, incredible.
Yeah,
you can tell she is up for today. And she's been given the start, and she's going to make that pass.
She's eager, but she's not over eager.
Yeah,
she's not trying too hard.
She's got a point to prove.
Ball in from Goughton, whipped in well, headed away by Luana Beulah.
If not, that was onto Mallard's head and probably 2-0.
Letitia does well there. Use her body against Beth England. And now Jed Evans. Across. Not Jed, I can't remember. Gemma, that's it. I was thinking. Jed. Just change her name. Here's England. Yeah. Thomas, and that's poor.
It's been a lot like that. They haven't worked
it's
well
just behind her there. Galton now. Driving inside, gives it back up wide to Mallard. She's looking up for it today. She tries to work back towards Galton, but just seems to get it all wrong there.
There's a few kind of, I don't know, passages for Tottenham that just aren't working. There's a few chains that just aren't linked in that team. Thomas and England can't pass the ball to each other.
It's the type of stuff you can get away with against smaller sides because those misplaced passes you'll be able to recover.
That poor touch from Wimberg is immediately pounced on. That's better from Spence. But Tottenham just need to link up better.
Nilden goes down the line. That's going to give Naz something to chase. And she should have the beating of Turner for pace. But Turner able to get back in. Plays it inside. Here's Wimberg in a good area. Wimberg just drags it wide of the far post. Good chance of Tottenham. Wimberg's got to be doing better in an area like that. Got to get it on target.
That's the first time Tottenham have actually attacked down his left-hand side since the first minute. And once again, it's paid off. Good from Naz. Great run from Wimberg. Just drags it too much. Tries to place it in that far corner.
If anything, smash near post. Yeah. Because that's either going to put it out of... It's either going to go in. Yeah. It's just going to parry it and you get another chance, or it's going to go out for a goal kick.
Yeah.
For a corner, sorry.
At the end of the day, you hit the target because either it's going to force a good save out of Marriott, which you can just say, fair enough, that's a good save.
Yeah, in the back of the net.
Or you scored a goal, yeah. But
Got to be doing better.
Poor effort from Vinberg.
Yeah, I feel like you have to have a little bit of leeway given her young age.
But surely for Tottenham, that's attack down this left-hand side. Yeah, I can understand why they want to use the right-hand side with Beth England over there, but clearly all their joy is coming down this left-hand side with Naz and Vinberg.
Yeah. Nelson plays it towards Leah Galton. Wonderful stuff from United as they carve Tottenham open again. Toons making the late run on the box. And she tries to find Paris with the ball, but there's so much power in it from Leah Galton. Mannion tries to recover it. Vinberg will get there, though. Now back to Nilden, and Tottenham can work it out of this area. Spence. Vinberg. Back towards the run of Drew Spence, but it's going to be Thomas that comes across and gets it. Spence, lovely turn, but she's short of options. And she'll go back now to Luana Beulah. Feels like Spence didn't need to turn that way.
Yeah.
There's space down the line. Naz tries to flick it back into midfield. Finds Sumanen. This is good football from Tottenham, though. A good string of at least 20 passes. Got them out of their own corner and into a position now where they're in shape and able to try and attack United. James Turner across to Beulah. Now with Drew Spence. Spence goes inside to Sumanen. And back again to James Turner. James Turner finds Martha Thomas. Thomas to Neville. And now Tottenham will look to come forwards. Martha Thomas. Carries the ball so well in there, Thomas, but Zellum gets back in. And it's a really good tackle.
Thomas is not a good game.
No, not so far. Toon finds Galton in space. And United have players in good areas here. Leah Galton running towards goal. Good attempted tackle from Sumanen, just sees Galton wide. Yeah, I mean, she almost got that horribly wrong.
In terms of on the edge of the rule book, not on the edge of the area. That was definitely in the penalty area. But yeah, as I said, Martha Thomas has just not looked at the races today. She's been a bit sloppy, few misplaced passes.
Ball into the box, and that's headed away. And Paris will get it down in the area now. And Vinberg is really strong in there, and that's really good stuff from Vinberg.
Yeah, from a young winger to be able to defend like that, that's very good.
Yeah, that's the thing. Despite her agility and pace, Vinberg is quite a physical presence. She's quite a tall player, relative to most players in the women's game. She's quite a tall player.
Having strength as a forward in the women's game, absolutely. I mean, look at Lauren James, Khadija Shaw, some of the best players in the world, best players in WSL. They're very agile, very quick, but they're also very strong. I
wouldn't be surprised if we see Vinberg sort of develop like Romy Leuchter has, in that she started as a really pacey winger, but actually because of her height, if she puts a bit of physicality on, she could be a fantastic striker. Bit of muscle on, she could be a really good striker. But yeah,
even I think Mallard has the potential to fit into that bracket with a very fast but very strong forward.
It does seem to be the way the WSL is developing, is that these fast forwards are good, but then you've also still got the physical forwards, but you have to have that physicality. You look at like the best forwards at the moment, Khadija Shaw,
but they're also and then they're matched by the up and coming defenders who are very quick and very strong.
Yeah. Here now in possession are United. Turner, Mannion. Let's go down the line. Finds Letitia. I mean, this is an interesting new development in the United system.
Going really high at the moment. When they're in possession.
That's what. So it looks like a 3-box-3, but what they're doing. So it's quite similar to the Barcelona system, but instead of using the left back pushing forwards, it's the centre half pushing into midfield, which is quite smart. Because they've got players in wide areas today in United defence who aren't perhaps great going forwards.
Maybe Geraldes had a chat with Skinner after he came to the United-Chelsea game.
Maybe. Well, it's quite different. Quite different to Geraldes. They're using the same shape, but doing it in a different way, using Letitia as almost a libero. It's quite interesting tactical development for Skinner.
And she's a very good centre. I think she's got the pace to recover back if they get dispossessed, but she's also very good at the ball at her feet.
Yeah. Here is Nikita Paris. She's going to try and play that into Mallard, and that's actually a good ball, but it's seen wide well by Beulah. It's a quite ambitious one, quite a lot on it, but a nice idea from Nikita Paris.
Yeah, no, but I'll be honest, I'm one of United and Skinner's biggest critics, but to be fair, I've been very impressed with
they've got it right so far.
How they played in the first 20 minutes, and to be honest, Tottenham have let me down a little bit here.
Yeah.
I mean, I had it the way around. I thought Tottenham would have control in this first half, and then United would level it up in the second, but looks like United are going to be in control. Have been in control this first half so far. That's
lost the ball half the field. Mallard's good chance. Big save from Spencer, spills it. It's Nilden who gets back in there, and there is a foul on Nilden in there from Nikita Paris. But Tottenham looks sloppy. United are on there again. This could get really nasty really quickly if Tottenham don't fix up.
That's a really poor pass from Ashley. I don't really know what she's trying to do here. Just plays it into the middle of the pitch on the edge of the area. Mallard, good turn. Good strike.
It's a shot away well and forces a good save out of Spencer.
And Nilden does well. Doesn't prioritise the ball there. She prioritises getting herself in front of Paris and she draws a free kick.
And Tottenham do well to recover in there, but easily could have been 2-0.
Oh, big save from
Mallard unlucky not to have a brace. And Neville will lift the ball into Thomas. The key thing is here, though, Tottenham aren't out of it. Tottenham have the ability to hit on the counter that makes them so dangerous because United can always concede. We know this about Manchester United. It's never a given they're going to hold on to a lead. And now they'll lose it again, United, as Tottenham will come forward. Naz holds on to it. Wimberg now could look to shoot, does look to shoot, but just gets under that too much. But yeah, as you say, I don't mind seeing a young player taking a shot from that sort of area.
It was her and Naz against the whole back line, and with Naz's run being covered, there's no point trying to force a pass there. Might as well have a go.
Yeah, unfortunately, it doesn't quite work out, but not bad. By the way, if you are enjoying today's stream, please feel free to leave a like. It will show us that you are enjoying it. Nice way for us to measure how many people are loving the stream. Tottenham almost win it high at the pitch again as United are a little bit sloppy. That's the thing, obviously, with United systems, it's very aggressive.
Yeah.
When you go 3-box-3, as we saw yesterday with Barcelona, actually, it can be caught out. If you've got a good team if you've got a defensively solid team like Tottenham, they can break through that.
Yeah. Equally,
quickly.
I mean, the possession stats for United must be massively in their favour.
Yeah, I'd imagine so.
I expect, 70% probably, around that?
It's only 59% to 41%.
Oh, that's a lot less than I expected.
That's still a 60-40 almost split there.
But in terms of the momentum of the play, it's definitely, United had it all.
Yeah, I mean, match momentum probably a better measure of that, and Tottenham haven't really had a whole lot other than the opening minute. They had a bit.
I think that's what makes it weird. It was a really good start from Tottenham. Really fast start. And that Beth England chance goes in the first 30 seconds. This is a completely different game.
Yeah, and that's a lovely give and go in there. And United are away. Paris has options in the box. Pulls it to Toon. Toon lets it run for her legs. Galton wasn't alive to it. Could still get a shot away, but she is offside.
That's poor from Galton because that's a huge... Toon does the right thing because Toon is the one with the defender in front of her. So if Toon takes that ball in her control... She's going to have to beat Ash Neville. Whereas, smartly, she leaves it for Galton, who's unmarked.
She should not be offside in that area.
No.
No reason for her to be.
Needs a bit more awareness there. Equally, Toon's got to communicate that's going to happen. Because it didn't look like she did.
But that feels like that understanding. Yeah, perhaps, because last season, she'd have left it and Russo would have scored.
Yeah.
That's just not what they have at the moment. Galton could have been aware to that. Because even if she doesn't let her run for her legs, Galton should be thinking, what if she miscontrols it? I need to be in a position where I can then receive it. Do you think
any part of Ella Toon has thought about a move away?
I think there would have been considerations. Yeah, I think there would have been probably discussions with Arsenal. I'd be surprised if that's a team that are looking at her.
I think winning the FA Cup would be a big step for Man United for keeping her.
That's the thing. I don't really see Toon moving away from the WSL. And I don't think a Barcelona would suit her.
No.
And also, she's not getting in that team over Bonmati, Putellas, Caldente. She's just not getting in that team. So, I mean, and I don't see another WSL move. So unless you fancy
is that the only
Ligue 1?
That's a good ball. Wimberg won't find her.
Wimberg pressuring Earps, and Earps does smash it away.
The only move that would make sense would be City because of the Gilroy injury, but she's not going to swap red for black.
Exactly. So for me, I feel Toon is stuck as being the poster for United, being that star player, and just hope United do improve. Because there's potential there. I think in Mallard, that's a really good signing. If Miyazawa shows the promise that she did at the World Cup, I don't think this is a bad setup at United.
Is the game stopped?
I don't know whether United just could be asked to press, but no, I think it has stopped for a free kick.
Yeah.
Simon does now play it, and Tottenham will get us back underway. Beulah. Cross to James Turner. Yeah, well, now we'll see what Tottenham can do in possession. Lovely football, actually. Beth England tries to place it down the line, and Martha Thomas is the one that will get there. She wants to take on Turner here, puts the ball into the box, and it's too close to Earps. Claimed well by the England goalkeeper.
I mean, yeah, she's so close that half of Earps' body was in her own goal.
Yeah.
But yeah, and I like that from Thomas. She was going to put it in. She looked up and saw that Beth England hadn't quite got into the box yet, so she decided to take that extra touch and then knock it in.
It does feel like Tottenham are getting their players in the wrong areas a few times. Yeah. It feels like it's not purposeful. It just feels a little unlucky, unfortunate that the players are in the wrong areas. Like if that's Naz making the run down the line and Thomas in the box, there's a lot more threat in there.
I still think Tottenham need to come down this left-hand side more often.
Yeah, Wimberg's had the measure of Mannion every time so far. So for me, I'd be attacking that flank every time, especially without a recognised striker playing on the right hand without a recognised winger, playing on that right hand side. I'd focus on Mannion. I think
it feels like they want to play through Beth England.
They lose the ball high at the field here. And, that's an ambitious ball from Paris over here, and Gounson's not going to get there.
It's another poor pass from Nikita Paris.
Yeah.
And a waste opportunity for United. That
just
pass is
overplaying it a little bit, over-egging it. Just needs to take a little bit off that. Gouton is a quick player, but she's not the road runner. She's never going to get to that ball.
No.
But yeah.
No, decent start to this game though. I'm impressed.
Half an hour gone here. Good game so far. If you are enjoying the stream as well and want to watch more, then make sure to hit that subscribe button. Show us some support would be greatly appreciated. But now Tottenham with a goal kick. Rebecca Spencer will go long with it. Well, we'll try, but that is not a great ball out. It has worked out and finds Wimberg. As I say, put everyone on the right-hand side. Confused Man United them. Just roll it down the left-hand side. That's a poor pass back to keeper.
I can't tell whether that was planned or whether that was a complete
cock up that's gone really well. Yeah.
Because it looked like, for all the world, that Spencer would smash it out the pitch and put it out down the right-hand side. And then she kind of just put it along the floor down the left. It must have been set up like that. Yeah, it must be what the plan was.
Yeah. So for Tottenham, it's another chance then from this corner to make something happen in this game. Soonen and Wimberg over it, discussing how to make the best of this situation. They've got a lot of threat in the air. If this goes short, I'd be very surprised because unless it's to Wimberg and then into the box. But you've got players like England, like Martha Thomas, like Beulah, all in there that can head home.
It's gone short.
They go to Wimberg. Wimberg, ball into the box. It's slightly over here. Nobody able to meet it. Back post falls for Spence. She strikes it well and it's in for Tottenham. There's a question mark there over offside. Earps is annoyed, but I don't think they're going to answer that question. Manchester United 1, Tottenham 1. Drew Spence scuffs it home somewhat, but they won't mind how it goes in, only that it has gone in. Manchester United 1, Tottenham 1. They're level in this game.
Yeah, the question is whether Beth England interfered with play. I think she did, but she looked onside to me, and it's just not the greatest effort in the world. It's a well-worked corner.
Yeah,
it's the right idea. Put it into the box.
And they think it's going to go to Summonen, and that catches two now. It gives Wimberg the space to put the ball into the box. They're looking to head it down anyway.
Beth England on side here.
Spence strikes it.
Yes, she is. Letitia plays England on side. So United's complaints are going to fall on deaf ears there.
Yeah, there's no merit to them at all. And Spence brings Tottenham level.
Earps gets a hand to it. I understand why she hasn't saved that because Beth England is in the way. But in an onside position, it doesn't matter. She's allowed to do that.
So Mary Earps in possession now. But this is why we say United, need to improve.
They can't compete at the top level yet. Because they've been in control for the first half an hour of this game, and it's 1-1.
And they've had chances they haven't capitalised on.
That's Tottenham's, second chance of the game? Third proper chance of the game, I'd say.
Yeah,
now they're up for it. Brilliant from Spence.
Naz holds on to it well, and now it's with Beth England. England will go back.
United haven't used their momentum, and now Tottenham have scored. They have got momentum to keep pushing.
There seems to be a clear shift in belief. Tottenham are moving the ball around with a renewed sense of optimism, and that's the difference.
Isabella's spot on. This is going to be a very interesting game now.
Yeah, and Isabella as well. I didn't think it would get there from the short corner. Yeah, quite smartly worked. Good delivery from Wimberg and end up falling for Spence.
The pit lining up on the edge for Tottenham. It felt like Tottenham wanted it to be cleared to the edge.
Well, it looked like they wanted to head it down, didn't they? Based on the place at the back post, they wanted to head it down and strike it. And while they didn't meet it in the air, it was a United player who put it in the right area. Wimberg here, though, has got it in a good area. I don't know why Earps didn't go out for that.
Was coming for it.
Wimberg into the box, looking for someone arriving late again. Naz, can she get a shot away? Cuts onto her left foot. Jessica Naz, it's in! Tottenham lead. Manchester United 1, Tottenham 2. Quick fire double for Tottenham. Spence with the first. Naz with the second. United go from 1-0 up to 2-1 down in a matter of minutes. Capitulation for Skinner's United. Pure joy for Tottenham.
Wow, I mean, what a couple of minutes. Talk about using that momentum. United all over us. Ball through from Sunderland. Now, Naz was knocked to the floor.
Why did Earps not come out
Turner. Earps were coming for it, then decided against it, perhaps thinking the ball would run out of play. Good ball in from him. Naz is his quality. Doesn't rush the shot, takes her time, goes one way, cuts back onto her left. That's a good strike. Earps has to save that.
Yeah, the question marks are over Earps there, but it feels for me, Tottenham took that momentum. Can they go again? United with this kickoff, they get it back underway, but Tottenham have changed this game in a matter of minutes. And I was saying how United, they lead now, they're in a really good position. Suddenly, that position's flipped on its head. If they lose this game and Tottenham win their game in hand, admittedly it is against Chelsea, but if they win that, they find themselves back to...
Well, even if they don't, they're still in contention.
I mean,
Isabella said interesting game. Now it's a very interesting game.
Yeah.
Because where do we go from here? And Tottenham are going to knock it out of play. So
it's Martha Thomas down.
I mean, she's not had a great half now, so I wouldn't be surprised if maybe she was carrying an injury or something. This will give both managers a chance to get some instructions. But
and to be fair, she was one of the only... She came on, didn't she, in the final? Yeah. Scored the winner.
Crazy last few minutes
perhaps
here.
Party too hard.
In the 28th minute, it was 1-0 Man United. In the 32nd, it's 2-1 Tottenham. And Skinner looks furious. He's got a lot to say to Maya Tissier by the looks of things. Not quite sure why only her. It's a team sport, mate.
I like how he's dressed all in black as well today, just to look even more ominous and fade into the black seats. But yeah.
What a crazy few minutes we had here.
CM says, blimey, Earp should have saved that. I agree. I think that was a very savable shot. I think, and she doesn't have a whole lot of time to react to it, given it's in the penalty area, and she's quite unsighted. But once it's there,
equally, look at the save she pulled off against Chelsea.
Exactly that. So perhaps she's feeling, she was frustrated by that first goal. Perhaps her head was down. Thomas is off, by the way. That's the end of her morning. So Kit Graham will go on. In terms of what role she'll play, now Kit Graham can play as a forward, can play as a midfielder, so we could see her in either. I imagine now Beth England will be the focal point, and Graham will play as what's been sort of an attacking midfielder type role for England today.
Change. I love that. Kit Graham has to walk onto the pitch, then walk back off to go, get part of this team huddle.
Yeah.
But what a really strong last few minutes for Tottenham.
It just annoys me so much further now that Chelsea lost last Sunday.
Yeah.
Because this United side just aren't great at times. They have some really stupid moments.
On top for half an hour, did not take their chances, and now Tottenham have punished them. And this is a Tottenham side who don't even have their best player in Grace Clinton, or one of their best players.
Well, arguably their best this season,
But Naz, really good. She had a really good game against Leicester, carrying on that form. Had a really good run recently.
Yeah.
Tottenham, all round, have looked really decent. They haven't looked decent. They didn't look decent. That's the thing. They've really turned up, though. And it shows how a goal in a game can completely change something. Because Tottenham, who are out of it, levelled it up from a corner. And now they use that momentum. They're playing really good football. They're playing the way we know they can.
And I'd be surprised if they don't lead going into the half.
Yeah.
If United led, then this game is going to be the most ridiculous match of football I've ever watched. But yeah, CM saying lots of finger pointing there from United players and Skinner. I think that is the big thing, isn't it?
Responsibility.
Yeah, United this season, actually, just the whole feeling around the camp seems to be blame everyone else apart from ourselves. Even, to be fair, last season, it seems to be a theme with Skinner. It's always someone else's fault. Ball in from Wimberg.
And now we're on the flip
Cleared
side.
away.
If United don't shore up, this could get a bit silly.
Yeah, if Tottenham keep up,
I could see 3-1, 4-1 Tottenham at half time at this rate.
Mallard, Toon. One back by Spence.
I thought the injury break would help United shore up a little bit. If anything, it's given Tottenham more motivation and fight to keep going.
Well, I think the changes added something. I think Martha Thomas was rather anonymous for all of the...
And we know Kit Graham brings that fight, brings that energy in the middle of that park.
Exactly that. Anyway, United, I think, the foul there on Nikita Paris. It was nil to New Quarter. Yeah, sorry, our coverage has just gone a little bit all over the place. We are back now, though. Turner. And it's across to Mannion. Mannion back to Millie Turner. She plays it forward. Mallard holds it up well against Suominen. Does really well there to use her body to shield that ball. Here now is Myla Tissier. It's not even like their attacking system, though, has caught them out today. It was a set piece, and well, I'm not sure how you could categorise the second goal.
I think the second goal was just their heads dropped, Tottenham's tails were up, and Tottenham took
misjudged it twice. Didn't come out, and then should have made the save.
United was still dealing with the fact that they were somehow drawing the game, and Tottenham, hit them with a quick old 1-2.
Don't know why Ups didn't come for that, because even if Finberg does get there ahead of her, she's just going to force her wide.
The confusing thing is that it's not like she just didn't decide to come for it. She was coming for it, and then decided, actually,
I thought she was going to get there.
come for it.
No idea. No idea why. Spence trying to win it off Turner. Ball goes down the line, though, from Millie Turner. But it'll be Kit Graham that goes and collects it. Goes back to a goalkeeper under pressure from Mallard, but Spencer smashes it forwards. Turner gets the touchdown, drops for Neville. She plays it into Kit Graham. Ashley Neville now.
And now, the control of this game is completely flipped.
Yeah. Suominen. Here's Beth England. CH says, I left for 10 minutes after you guys said United can't hold on to a lead. Come back and they're 2-1 down. I love it. Yeah, that seems to be quite an accurate depiction of what happens with United this season. They're so good in attacking areas, or can be good in attacking areas. They've got really good individuals who produce some good moments, but there just seems to be, structurally, they don't really know what they're doing at times. I mean, today they've changed it up again with now Laetitia operating as a libero type role in midfield. I mean, it's just a change of self. They don't have a distinct system that they can stick to. Toon wins it high up the pitch. Vinberg brings her down and wins the ball off her. Toon's floundering around on the floor, but you've just got to get up and keep fighting there.
And this is what I was about to touch on, but I wait till this chance is gone. But it's that mental side for Manchester United, because I'm just going to wait to see if Tottenham.
It's the mentality, and that starts with the manager. You wonder where it comes from, but then you see the press conferences, and Skinner's in there like, it was someone else's. The ref made a mistake, or the wind.
First goal, they got caught up from a set piece, but it's the way. The only reason they're losing this game is because they didn't react from that.
Yeah,
they were too busy finger pointing, getting angry, being frustrated that they had just conceded. That Tottenham then went and scored another one, and now you can see by the way their players are starting to react to. When they don't get things go their way, when they lose the ball, they're starting to get frustrated. Yeah,
now here come Manchester United. Nelson plays it down the line. Galton one-on-one with Neville. Gives it to Nelson. Tries to get a shot away. Goes back out wide to Galton. Ball chipped into the box, and Toon can't quite meet that as it bounces out for a goal kick.
That's really poor. She's made a poor run. The ball goes over, and she's putting her hands up in the air and looking to the sky. United just seem to, I don't know.
There's a togetherness in this Tottenham camp that's clearly not in that United, not in the United team. For United, it feels very individualistic and very much like, I'll blame everyone else apart from myself. They don't take accountability. For Tottenham, they came together after they conceded. They went and got that goal. When they scored then, they all celebrated together, and then it's like, we're going to go out and get another one. And they did do that. They now lead the game 2-1. That's the key difference.
Yeah.
What Villaham's doing is he's building a team who want to fight for the badge. And for Tottenham, what Skinner's done is get by on individuals for the last few seasons. Naz is in for Tottenham here, but I think she is offside. Yes, that is.
It's even United are getting annoyed at the linesman on the far side for not putting our flag up quick enough. United are finding anything to, and this is thing is though for United, it's a double-bladed sword, because double-edged sword, because they'll blame it on other people that they've conceded, but then they'll also expect other people to get them out of this position. Rather than go, okay...
No one steps up.
Exactly.
And goes, I'm going to take this game by the scruff of the neck. I'm going to make the difference here.
No one steps up and takes the blame, but no one also steps up and...
Even Ella Toon, who you'd expect to do that, is the one that's, going the ground easily, throwing her hands in the air, getting annoyed that the teammates aren't finding the pass to her. You need that encouragement rather than...
No from Zella either in that as the captain.
Yeah.
Maybe I should think about Manchester United clubs overall. Just to, the change, the dressing room mentality. Yeah.
Perhaps.
Because the thing is, rather than Skinner getting in there having a go at them for being
Here's Letitia back towards Nalsund. United coming forwards here. Ball into the box. Paris almost getting a shot on target, but it's blocked by Bueller. And now Tottenham can play out from this. Wimberg.
But rather than, at half time.
Tries to take on Letitia. And while they fight for it, Letitia then brings her down.
Yeah.
And again, United's left frustrated by that. But Tottenham celebrating that because they've done really well there. The
thing will be is, and this is where it all comes from, is rather than at half time be berated at and shouted at for being selfish and for not working together and having a terrible mentality and not working hard enough to resolve their issues, Skinner will agree with them and blame on other things.
Yeah,
like the sun or something, the grass.
Here is Nildum. Looks to go down the line, and that will be pumped up for the line. Headed away by Mannion, drops for Wimberg. And Paris has her hands all over her there, but she does manage to stop her holding on to the ball, and it does go out of play for United throwing.
Once again, we're really impressed with this Tottenham front line today.
Yeah.
Because now Tottenham when Tottenham play their football, they get so many chances into that front three, that front four. And when they get on the ball, they're all brilliant players.
So sloppy from United there. Mannion can't keep that in play, and it's a Tottenham throw in a good area.
Blame it on her dodgy touch. She's immediately she's telling Nalsund in there, why have you given it to me? Why have you not given it to Letitia?
Yeah. Now Nildum with a chance to deliver this. Could have put it in first time there, you feel. Does come back to her though from Suman and ball into the box, headed away, only as far as Kit Graham on the edge. She'll try and keep it alive. Suman then wins it off. Nalsund plays it out wide, slightly overhit, but Wimberg will keep this in play.
Really good from Wimberg.
And then she can't quite find the pass. Sorry, that's not Wimberg, that's Nildum.
Oh yeah, good determination from Nikita Paris. So you can tell she's still working hard. She's still, putting in a shift for her team.
Now Nildum with the throw. Drew Spence back to Nildum. Tries to find Wimberg. Knocked out of play by Nikita Paris, and that will be a Tottenham throw again. I think that did come off Nildum, to be fair to Paris. Yeah. So frustrations are merited there.
Again, now Skinner's got something to blame it on. So, ref gave him a throw when she shouldn't have.
Wimberg, lovely flick. I like that Wimberg is trying stuff. You can tell she's a young player who has loads of confidence.
Yeah.
She's trying to flick over the defender and go in behind there. She's not playing it safe or not taking a risk. I love that about her game.
The fact that she's not playing it safe. Yeah, she's taking that. She's taking those risks and
Oh, that's poor from Nildum. Yeah. Very risky pass that hasn't come off, and then Kit Graham commits a foul, but United keep going. Toon can't hold on to the ball, and it's pulled back there as Tottenham win it back.
That'll be United free kick. Smart tackling there from Kit Graham, I think.
Because she's not going to get booked for this.
Yeah, exactly. But
Malada's down. Hopefully she's all right, but smart.
I like the fact that Wimberg is trying the difficult stuff. Is trying half the time. Yeah, she's overcomplicating it, but half the time when she gets it right, it's really effective.
Yeah. Malad does return to her feet. Doesn't seem to be walking freely, but we'll try and soldier on through this. And she's only got 2 minutes, to be fair.
Yeah.
Till half time, she seems to be really struggling though.
I don't know whether she was. I don't know if it was one of those where she was just caught on the ankle. But...
Well, I think so, but obviously she has had a lot of injuries this season, so it's understandable why perhaps she is in a bit of discomfort. Hopefully, it hasn't re-injured any existing injuries. Here is Turner. Wimberg almost wins that there, but Nalsund gets it out wide to Paris. Good football from United. Paris falls back there, though, and now it's with Mannion. Turner. Here's Zellum. Plays out wide. Nalsund. It's weird because it's the best football I've seen United play all season, yet they still find themselves 2-1 down. But I hope that doesn't discourage them from trying to play football more, because this shows United can play football. They've got the players. Letitia's done really well in that libero role, but they've just got to be more alert to the counter. If you're going to play aggressive football, it's going to be difficult when you've got a Tottenham side who are so good at countering.
Yeah.
And that's literally how Tottenham play. They like to sit deep, wait for you to come onto them, and then spring in behind. They're also very good at being under the cosh and then springing in behind. Zellum puts it into the box, headed away by James Turner. Good, strong header, and England keeps that in play. It looked like it would go out for a throw, but Beth England puts the work in there.
It does feel like Beth England hasn't been involved much since Tottenham, once Tottenham took the lead in that. But that makes sense, because Tottenham's joy is down that left-hand side. Yeah.
And actually then striking across to look for players like England coming at the back post. That's a lovely ball in behind from England. But it will be Turner that comes across and deals with it.
If I had to pick one striker in the WSL to be pouncing on rebounds from my shots, Beth England is definitely up there.
Or arriving late at the back post to finish off crosses, yeah. I think I would put Beth England in that role. So 4 minutes of additional time, by the way, in this first half.
Really good half. I mean, really good half, but from a neutral point of view.
But for United, as much as they'd like to score a goal, it feels more like they should just consolidate.
Yeah.
And pray to God they're still only 2-1 down at the half.
If it goes 3-1, Skinner's will be smashing up whiteboards and things in that changing room. Throwing bottles around. I
would like to see an Amazon All or Nothing style documentary on Mark Skinner's United team.
Not United, just Mark Skinner. Just follow him where he goes.
Like, not even at the game.
I'd watch a Mark Skinner documentary.
Road rage.
I'd like to see what he's like, at the weekend.
Is he just an arsehole at football?
When he goes on holiday.
Where's he go?
Has he got kids?
I don't know. Don't know enough about Mark Skinner. Hopefully he brings out a book. Ball down the line looking for Nikita Paris.
I don't like him. I would read his autobiography.
Oh, 100%. See what he puts in there. Paris does commit a foul.
First sentence, I am him. I beat Emma Hayes once in my life.
The first 3 chapters are all dedicated to that one game.
Yeah. I remember it on the morning and Weetabix. Recited his whole passage of the day.
Yeah, anyway, Tottenham on the ball now. Nilden. And again, Tottenham are just killing the game off here in terms of the half. They'll get into half time, be 2-1 up, be very happy with that.
It's these games that are really hard to judge because Tottenham are winning, but for the first half an hour, it was all Manchester United.
But that's how Tottenham play, isn't it? They're very good at that. And while you might go, well, Tottenham aren't great in possession, they can't really hold on to possessions, they can't be an elite team. There are some great defensive teams out there. We haven't really seen it yet in the women's game. Most of the top teams are great attacking teams. You think of your Barcelona currently, your Chelsea, your City. They're all possession-based sides. But what we may see is we're seeing tactics translate over from the men's game to the women's game. We might see that as well with defensive systems. Simeone in the men's game has been a top coach for years now. Could we see Villaharm take inspiration from that? Because Tottenham are very good at sitting narrow and compact and springing forwards with great, fast attacking play.
And this is what I like about Villaharm is it is very much more of a Simeone defensive style than a Roy Hodgson or a Sam Allardyce defensive style. And that's why, as you say, they could be an elite team. Whereas someone like Bristol City...
Well, I was going to say they just sit in a 5-3-2 and then eventually concede. But with the even down to like the celebrating the tackles and the high fives when they get a block in there and all that sort of stuff, that togetherness and that unity as a squad, it's what creates great defensive teams.
Hopefully they don't go all the way and just start taking people out and smashing up chairs and
when they sign some like Montenegro and centre half, Stephanie Savic, that's when we're in trouble. Paris.
30 seconds to go. United probably just need to get in half time at 2-1 and regroup and have a think about what they're going to do in the second half to change this game, to turn this game around.
Isabel asked, will you guys be covering one of the later games? I think she asked that a while ago and I forgot to read it out. But no, we will not, unfortunately, today. So only stream of the day. But we were live yesterday, to be fair.
And we're live. When are we live next on here? No, we're not live next Saturday.
No, we are at the game next Saturday. If you're going to the Chelsea game, anyone in chat, feel free to look out for us. But we are live on Sunday for PSG Lyon. And that will dictate who will be in the Champions League final. So do join us there.
Come join us at Stamford Bridge. Come join us.
And that is the end of the half. Manchester United 1, Tottenham 2. A good half from Tottenham. United played some good football, but ultimately they go into the lead a goal down. It's there's a lot to talk about from that first half, and I'm sure we'll break it down all throughout the half time. But where do you want to start?
I mean, as I said just a couple of minutes ago, it is a very hard game to analyse because you have the side that are winning are the side that for 30 minutes were under pressure and were looked like conceding 2 or 3. However, they only conceded 1, and through a well-worked set piece and a very well-taken goal, they find themselves winning in this game. Tottenham have played it to a T. They sat back, absorbed the pressure, only conceded 1, scored the goal from that set piece. United then heads dropped. They lost momentum, they lost the energy.
Yeah.
Tottenham punished that, scored 2 goals in 3 minutes, and then suddenly we're winning the game.
And the big thing in the WSL table is that Liverpool now sit 4th on 32 points. United dropped to 5th on 31.
And that might not seem massive, but it's big for two things. The first thing is obviously the prize money you get for finishing higher up in the table, and obviously the second thing will be that if you think about next season that fourth spot will get you Europa League football.
Which it's a big like stake to claim for next season. Going, you know what, we can be that fourth place side. So, and Tottenham are very much in that conversation. They'll only be 3 points off United, 4 points off Liverpool if this result stays as it is. So, big moment. But this could be a real turning point in the season, a real bad moment for Manchester United. And while Liverpool do play Chelsea in their next game, they then play United after that and Leicester. I mean, that's a huge game coming up on Sunday the 5th of May. Liverpool versus United. That could decide who finishes fourth in the table. And if that was to be a draw, well, Tottenham are there to capitalise. Now, I know Tottenham still have to play Chelsea as well, but their other games are West Ham, Brighton, Everton. There is no reason Tottenham shouldn't win all three of those games.
Yeah.
That should be 9 points. If we look at the table as it is now, 9 points for Tottenham puts them on 37. Are Liverpool going to find 5 more points when they've got to play Chelsea and United? And are United going to find 5 more points? Or sorry, 6 more points they would need when they've got to play Chelsea and Liverpool?
Yeah.
So there's a very good chance Tottenham can still finish fourth place in this league. Obviously, none of them now can catch Arsenal.
And that's the worry. You know,
Unless Arsenal have a mare.
We talk about for United how bad it would be to finish fifth, but sixth would only just be top half, and that, I mean, for that Skinner would have to lose his job. And do you think that's
a big question mark, isn't it, for next season?
Especially they lose the FA, the FA Cup final. But I mean, and that is the other thing to think about. Obviously, this game we will see it in a few weeks' time at Wembley, and with much more on the line.
We spoke about how this could be a precursor.
Yeah.
And this does reflect poorly for Manchester United. Now, there's going to be so many other impacts on that game. You know, you've got the whole occasion, the fact it's at Wembley. Does that have an impact? Of course it has an impact.
Yeah.
There's going to be so much more attention on the game, and perhaps, therefore, United will turn up for it. But this does show that Tottenham, even if United start fast, Tottenham know how to get the game back. We saw it last week at Leicester.
Yeah.
I mean, that was a big game, played at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, and it could have easily been a difficult one to navigate for Tottenham, but they got through it in the end eventually. I mean, they did need extra time, but they got through that game. And yes, so it'll be very interesting to see how they see out this game. But they are only 45 minutes away from claiming what would be a very, very useful win if they want to finish third.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be intrigued to see what everyone in the chat thought of that first half.
Yeah.
But for me, to be honest, I'm not surprised really by how it's turned out. United played some nice stuff, had the majority of the play, didn't take their chances, and then Tottenham punished them.
Yeah.
And it all came down to the fact that United just switched off and lost concentration, got frustrated. That the mentality isn't there for United. It really isn't. There's no fight in there. They concede the goal.
Once they were 2-1 down, they looked defeated.
Yeah.
They looked like they were 5-0 down. And that's the key difference. Those heads drop, that belief fades, and when you turn to the sideline and all you're getting is that berating voice, then suddenly it changes. There's a time to berate players when they make, big mistakes or lose big games, but there's also a time actually to have that arm around the shoulder and to, give those players the belief. And it just feels that United camp don't ever have that belief. They can get something from the game. I
mean, that conversation with Skinner should have been, we've been the better side for half an hour, regroup and go again. But instead, who was it? So yeah, CN that said, everyone was pointing fingers.
You could see it because they zoomed in on it, and you could see it. He's shouting, his hands are, pointing at players, and it was weird for me. That looked like, I mean, obviously we don't know what he said, but it looked like a really weird halftime break.
Wasn't it?
Team talk break on the pitch, But yeah, very fascinating first 45. As Harry said, though, get your thoughts in the chat. We'll make sure to read through them. And thanks to everyone that has, all the new subscribers we've gained on today's stream, everyone that's left a like, and everyone that's supported. If you haven't done those yet, please feel free, or make sure to do so. We'll force you. But get involved in the chat. Give your thoughts on that first half.
Big second half coming up for these two club seasons.
What, if anything, what do United change?
I don't think personnel's been too bad. The players on the pitch have looked decent. Mallard has looked very good. I mean, obviously, if she is injured, she was hobbling around as she came off at half time there. If she is injured, then you do bring her off. If she's not, you keep her on. I do think that I don't think United players have done poorly. Just as a team, as a collective, they haven't been good enough.
I think Galton and Toon have both been a little bit off the pace.
Yeah, but Toon's been off the pace all year. all season.
Yeah.
I'm really intrigued to see what happens to Ella Toone.
Paris has overhit a few passes, but there's been some
Yeah.
positive parts of her play. But Galton, everything's been overdone. And with Toone,
Yeah.
she just doesn't seem to be able to get on the ball and then make anything happen when she does.
I think Toone needs this summer off. There's no international football. There's no
Well, yeah, because we're not in the Olympics.
Not the
yeah,
Olympics.
good point.
There's no big tournaments. You know, maybe Toone just needs a summer to reset, recuperate, hit next season with a new kind of mentality and ethos, and hit the ground running. Because she is on her day, Ella Toone is one of the best players in the world.
Yeah.
But she has been very far from that this year.
Yeah, I completely agree with you. I think we'll talk about it more over the summer, but United have to supplement their squad and actually maybe bring in someone that can compete with Toone might be what brings her level up. And bringing players in around her who can raise her level as well.
And obviously there'll always be questions over Mark Skinner. I've never rated him as a manager. And I'll always, believe that if United want to progress, if they want to improve, yes, they've got to do that on the pitch, but Mark Skinner is not that man.
Yeah, but I think the bigger question is who on earth would come in, because as you know, the most promising manager in the WSL right now is Robert Villaharm, but I don't see him leaving the Tottenham project because they'll probably invest more in their squad this summer than
the young
United.
upcoming managers. I mean, Melissa Phillips at Brighton, just didn't go to plan for her.
It didn't work
And
out.
United can't afford to take a gamble like that. I mean, that would be ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean that wouldn't work. Jenny Foster's another one who I think you'd need more time. She looks like she's doing some really good stuff with that Leicester
It looks like she's
team.
going to get the Leicester permanent job.
I hope so.
But
I hope she's done well.
Maybe you stick with Skinner for a season. If Jenny Foster does get that Leicester job, and it's very positive,
Because for me, Carla Ward would have been a great option, and might still be a great option, but this season hasn't been good for Villa.
Yeah.
And so I definitely think there are some question marks around that now. Is that the best option? I'm not so sure that she has, because this season has been really poor for Villa. Now, whether that comes down to her or injuries or what you want to blame it on, they've not had a great season. And then I look across the continent, I don't really know who you go for.
No.
The Ajax manager's done really well this season. I forget the name. I'm going to have a look now. But
the problem is,
whatever it is, it's a gamble, isn't it?
Exactly. If any manager comes to the WSL, they're looking at the top 3 clubs: City, Arsenal, Chelsea.
Susan Bakker done really well this season, Ajax, but is that too much of a gamble for United? I don't think it is. But I don't know.
So much that Robert Villaharm viewed the Tottenham project as a more exciting and a better opportunity than a United project.
Well, he wasn't offered.
I know.
But I think that you could say if both were on offer, I think he'd stay there. Then he'd rather stay there than go to United now. I think.
Yeah, and I think there's a big problem there for Manchester United, is that is Skinner the best man for the job right now? And if that is a yes, that's a worrying prospect.
Yeah, that is a slightly concerning one. I don't really see anyone on the international stage or anyone who's recently lost their job being a great option for United. I mean, could you look at... No, he's got a job now. I was going to say Vlatko and Janowski, but I think he's got a job in the NWSL.
That makes sense.
I mean, you're not going to convince Casey Stoney to come back. There's a reason she left in the first place.
And the only
she's not going to come back.
The only team she'd look at is probably Chelsea, Arsenal, City.
Yeah.
No one's going to consider.
They're the only teams that have invested enough in their squad to be incredibly good.
It's going to have to be another manager who's in the same situation, who needs that next step up. It's like Villaharm does. Villaharm knows that as a manager, he needs that next step up. He's joined Tottenham and he is happy. He can improve his game as Tottenham rise through the leagues.
Yeah.
So it's going to be interesting to see what happens. But for this game, I don't really know what to expect from the second half. United will probably have more to play, but I can see Tottenham holding on here.
Sam has asked, would Martin Ho come back to United? Now, I did have to Google him because, one, I don't really know him, and two, I thought he was taking the piss with a name like Martin Ho. But he is the SK Brand manager and got him into the Champions League group stage. It's definitely an option. From what I'm reading, he was at United as the assistant manager. Done really well with Brand this season. I mean, apparently he's just signed a new contract.
Was the assistant under Skinner? I mean, obviously that's the problem. The rumour is that Skinner has been offered a new deal.
Which I wouldn't be overly surprised about. Because, I mean, I don't really see Martin come back because he only left a year ago.
I find it so weird that if he has been offered a new deal, why are you doing it at this point in the season? Surely you wait until
100%.
the FA Cup final. Because United okay, they've offered him a contract, and if they win the FA Cup and finish 4th, fair enough. But if they lose the FA Cup and finish 6th,
the thing is, I think they'd want, the only thing I can justify it as is they would want to have that ready to go if they do win it, because if they win it and then they announce it within the week, then that will be met with positivity.
Yeah.
You know, people will go, oh yeah, you know what, FA Cup winning manager, fair enough. And I guess you could look at the other way. If they don't win it, there's at least something else to be annoyed about.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's going to be very interesting. There's not a whole lot of options at the moment for United. There's not going to be anyone that is as experienced as Skinner, really, because there's not, the women's game hasn't been going on as long. You've not got magic. There's no Allardyce that's going to come in and save the job.
Steve Bruce, isn't it, shift?
Yeah.
Could you convince any manager to come?
I think that's the issue, isn't it, with having 12 teams in the league? Is if you were to think, a Premier League team want to change the manager, there are 12 other teams outside the big, or 14 other teams outside the big six you can look at. But in the WSL, you've got only 12 teams. So half the managers you're competing with, so they're not going to change between the two clubs. So you only look at the other half, and you're not going for the Bristol City manager. And the other 5 haven't exactly done well this season. No. So it does create a bit of an issue. You haven't got any overachieving sides that you can then steal the manager from. Exactly. So I do think I hope we will see the WSL get expanded under Nuco in the coming years. Obviously, that won't be next season. It will be 12 teams next season. But perhaps we can start to see that be expanded. Probably won't be the season after next either, because they've already signed rights deals and stuff. But I feel that after that, maybe we could see the WSL get expanded. CM says he was the assistant under Stoney as well. Yeah, so obviously could be quite good then, because he's learned under cases.
He left.
He left within a year. I think he left obviously to pursue coaching himself.
Yeah,
being the main manager himself. But
he did take any job.
To be fair, Brand did well to get to the Champions League
and to get to the beat the quarterfinals.
Yeah.
That's a very, that's a big...
Didn't exactly do a lot against Barcelona, but you don't expect them to, do you? It's Barcelona. So I'm not sure how they're getting on this season, Bram. I imagine they are doing well in their domestic league.
But yeah, this is going to be interesting to do. If United can't find...
No, they're 5th. Well, they've only just started, to be fair. Because they obviously run they've only just kicked off their campaign.
But if United cannot find 2 goals, this will be a huge drop of points.
Yeah.
So that they've, I'm really intrigued to see where this game goes in this second half. Should be a good half though. You're looking forward to it. I'm expecting very similar football. Very similar kind of game.
CM said Phil Neville. Yeah. Him and Gary is like a duo.
Oh yeah.
That'd be amusing.
That's the other thing. There's always the opportunity, I think, for a manager in the women's game to go over to the men's game, but I don't see any managers from the men's game coming over to the women's game, which is weird because I'm pretty sure that a championship manager or certain managers maybe who are lower down in the men's game could cut it in.
Oh yeah, I agree. I think it's an interesting thing. It's an interesting conversation, isn't it? But I feel that in the men's game, you've either got young coaches who are in like League 2, League 1 and stuff, who will want to be reaching the Championship Premier League sort of level, or you've got old people that have been around 50 years, in which case, they know League 2 like the back of their hand. They know every single player that's ever played in the division. So it definitely is. It tends to be that you've either got young coaches who go into the women's game immediately because they realise actually there is huge potential there, or you've got ex-female players who then turn their hand to management. And I think we will see, obviously, as the game develops, we'll see more and more come through. But yeah, obviously there aren't going to be loads of coaches when we haven't got loads of former players.
Manager.
Well, yeah.
I'll take you don't know.
Well, exactly. I could picture it as well.
Yeah.
Proper suit as well. Suave.
Both sides out the second half, and Hannah Blundell is on for Manchester United.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
That's really bright as well. I can't picture it myself. And there we go. Underway for the second half. Manchester United get us underway. But that's a long ball that doesn't come off to start. Welcome to the stream, the B7037. Welcome to the stream. Saying United. I'm guessing you're cheering for United then. But yeah.
Yeah, difficult.
Good to see.
Half.
Welcome to the stream. A difficult first half for United. They'll be hoping to turn that around in the second half, which there is more than ample opportunity to do, because they are a good team. They have made a change as well. Hannah Blundell on for Aoife Mannion. Do you think that's the right call?
Yeah, Mannion was getting beaten by Wimberg every single time.
Yeah.
So that's a good decision.
And they seem to have changed it as well to, instead of having
Letitia
pushing into midfield, it's Blundell now pushing up the line.
Yeah.
Here's Letitia. Ball gets lifted into the box, and unfortunately Galton can't meet that at the back post with a header, and that'll go out for a Tottenham goal kick. Either that or England just let that go out for a corner.
Yeah.
But no, it is a goal kick.
Tottenham is playing smart now. This is the problem. Sides like Tottenham thrive when they're winning.
Yeah.
And I know it sounds silly, but they're very, very difficult to break down when they're winning.
Yeah. And they're good at game management. They'll be able to see this touch. Just even the little things here. If this is taking about 30 seconds to get the goal kick back, but that's what they'll do every single time now. Just slow the game down, take the sting out of it.
Yes, it's going to be a frustrating one for United. But the best teams, the elite teams, they deal with situations like this and they manage to get back in the game.
From James Turner, falls now for Paris, who's trying to hold on to it. Zellum, Nalsund, Hannah Blundell delivers the ball. It's into a good area. United can't react and Tottenham managed to get it away. A couple stabs at it from United players, but nobody making any serious contact with it. And that ball goes straight to Skinner. Oh no, sorry, that's a Tottenham man. That's Wilhelm.
That's a lot less amusing.
Have they swapped benches?
No.
Because Wilhelm was that side, wasn't he, when he was barking orders?
No.
Oh, fair enough.
Skinner's definitely left, but it doesn't feel like they've swapped benches since the Chelsea game.
No, I do remember Hayes being that side.
I don't think I've sort of been donuts.
Yeah, we definitely are, but I could have sworn that Skinner was barking orders on the Tottenham side, which I feel counterproductive. Ball long, and that's a header away from James Turner.
Yeah, Tottenham know exactly what to do now. See this game through.
Yeah.
And if they score a third goal, they know they're probably home and dry.
Gemma Evans back now into Turner. Turner wanting a forward pass, has to go to Blundell. So Letitia is pushing back into midfield now. They are going to keep doing that. Paris. Mallard that's headed away. And now a quick turn as Wimberg is trying to get away from Blundell. This is the key difference, isn't it, though? Yeah. We're seeing immediately there Blundell able to stand her up and deal with that threat a lot more easily than Mannion was. Mannion couldn't deal with that threat. Wimberg was having a field day. There's a reason she got an assist and a pre-assist in a quick succession. She had loads of space to work with. Blundell.
Just an observation. The whole Manchester United staff are in shorts and t-shirt. The Tottenham bench got coats on. Skinner's really banned like jackets and trousers and the dress code.
Yeah, apart from for him, because he is wearing a jumper and black trousers today.
Let intimidate by showing that we don't get cold.
Apart from the manager.
Yeah, apart from me, I need to stand out.
He doesn't, though. He's wearing all black, so just fade into the chairs. It's a floating head.
Oh, sloppy pass there, but one back by Zellum.
And the ball goes out wide. Nalsund looks to deliver it, and that's straight to the goalkeeper, Spencer. Tempting ball from United, but easy enough for Spencer to claim.
But again, Spencer's going to slow this down, take her time. She's in no rush here.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Just kill the game off is Tottenham's game plan now. Naz gets the header down to Spence. Spence holds on to it for a moment before releasing it into the path of Beth England. England look to go down the line again, but that isn't a viable option, so exchange the pass with Kit Graham. Now will look to play it down the line, but Naz is not chasing after that one.
Yeah, miscommunication there.
She's just going to have to take that into a box. And now she'll look to play. Knocks it across to Blundell. Now it's with Paris, Blundell, Turner. Manages to find Gemma Evans. And that ball goes down the line looking for Melvin Mallard. Smashed out of play by James Turner.
Yeah, good defender, smart defender, no nonsense.
Yeah.
She knows what her role is. They know Tottenham know what they have to do now.
Here's Millie Turner. Gives to Blundell. United moving to the right-hand side of the pitch now as they look to try and spread the play. Nikita Paris, that ball gets whipped in, and again it's right on the goalkeeper. Gives Spencer something to think about, but she does claim it.
Yeah, this, at the moment, United's idea of breaking down Tottenham is let's get out wide and just smash it in the box.
Let's go to Paris, and she's going to cross it in, and no one's going to challenge it.
Spencer will catch it and then give it back to us.
And then we'll go down the right-hand side. Here's Zellum. Narsund, Blundell, delivery. That's towards Mallard, dealt with well by Beulah, and had James
Big
Turner.
tackle.
Huge challenge in there.
But yeah, Tottenham's United's game plan is just to put crosses into the box, try and put Tottenham under pressure defensively.
Yeah.
And tell you what, that's a big tackle from Turner. If not Mallard would have poked that home for 2-2.
Or at least made it very difficult for Rebecca Spencer to keep that one out.
Corner then. First corner of the game for United, aren't they?
I can't recall another corner, but they might have just put it into the first man,
That's a good
first
call.
player. So, yeah, here now is Gemma Evans. Ball into the box, headed away. Wimberg. And she gets it clear. That's out of play for a Manchester United throw. So that's, well, they're just taking the time about actually doing this throw. They've realised, actually, let's not have our left back on the right-hand side throw.
Yeah.
Let's maybe let her get back in her position. Genius is this lot. Turner. Letitia. Blundell. Plays it into Zellum. Back to Letitia. Turner. Lovely football there as Toon gives it to Evans. Back to Turner. And now looking for that long ball towards Narsund, who does bring it down, but Nilden then is the one that receives it, who knocks out of play, and that is a Manchester United throw. Blundell. Now Letitia. Blundell. The ball across now to Turner. Tries to play it through the lines. Huge tackle in there. I think it was Luana Beulah. Got a touch on that. Head away from Kit Graham. England can't quite bring that down. And our coverage has had a momentary issue. Spence, but Letitia managed to get there ahead of her. Turner, sorry. Evans back to Turner, and United get forced back too easily here. Letitia. Down the line, Blundell. Gives it to Mallard for now. Unable to keep it as Drew Spence wins it back. Beulah. Here is Suominen. Across to James Turner. Neville. Finds Beth England. Now Ash Neville. Tries to play down the line but can't. Suominen holds on to it just about. And Panenka go on to the stream saying where to watch the game. It is available on the FA Player. If you are unable to access the FA Player, then you're more than welcome to join us here for the game. Or watch both. Watch the FA Player and enjoy our coverage.
Does feel like now this game will fizzle out if Manchester United don't take control.
Yeah.
Because at the moment, Tottenham are happy to slow things down, you know, not worried about playing football, just want to hold on to this game.
Yeah, they're killing this game off, whereas United are forced to have the prerogative of coming forward, and they're going to make a double change here. That looks like Williams and Garcia, as they hope to inspire some sort of change on the field. Number 17, the first to be hooked. I think that's Leia No, that's Garcia coming on, sorry. I didn't see who was coming up. That's Nikita Paris, yeah. And Melvin Mallard, the one that makes way for Rachel Williams. Now, that makes sense, but I feel that you should have taken... I'd have taken Goughton or Toon off before you take off Mallard.
I don't think those two are the right changes. I think Paris was the most promising on that pitch, and Mallard's your goal scorer and has been your threat all game. They're interesting changes from Skinner. Yeah. Sticking with Goughton and
For me, it's just weird, that Goughton and Toon have underperformed, and yet they're the ones that stay on.
That's not the right decision for me, but we'll see what happens.
Interesting call. Sam N. Shapumba, I hope I pronounced your name correctly there, saying, come on United, please. Yeah, well, Man United need to find something in the last. They've only got 35 minutes to do it if they do want to find something from this game. But welcome to the stream. Turner under pressure from Naz and almost loses the ball. Blundell will be forced backwards.
Does it like Tottenham going to respond with a change of their own?
Trying to see who's on that sideline to potentially get involved today for Tottenham.
There was someone.
Turner. Zellum. And she gets caught there by Sumanen, but play continues. United have possession. Nalsund has Garcia to her right, Toon to her left. Will use Garcia now. Can they find a ball into the box? Tries to take on Nilden, and that is blocked. The ball blocked by Nilden out for a United corner.
Yeah, good defending there from Nilden. But United bringing a bit more energy now into this game.
Yeah.
Trying to find an equaliser and push on for a winner. Evans is going to have the corner again and going to try things. I don't think they've got the aerial prowess over Tottenham, but we'll see what happens.
Jim Evans over this corner. Ball in, and Zellum heads towards goal, blocked by Neville, and what a save from Spencer.
That's a brilliant stop.
Hooked up in the air. I'm not sure who made contact with it for United. I don't know who that was for United that shot, but there's a messy one in there. Letitia, ball into the box again, met in the air by Evans, but that will drop, and Spencer will play.
One of those pinballed around, bit of a messy one. Someone in the go. The ball comes in from Evans. It was a header from Zellum.
Initially, falls there for Nalsund, and it's going towards the top corner, but Spencer just managed to push it away.
Yeah.
Naz turns Turner.
Super.
Turner brings her down.
From Naz, and that will be a yellow card for Millie Turner. First one of the game.
Yeah.
Really good. Very smart play from Naz, that is. Receives the ball on the turn.
And Turner just dragging her down.
Yeah, really use her body.
Yeah.
No.
Here is Ash Neville.
Pretty even start to this second half.
Back now for Spencer. James Turner. Here is Rebecca Spencer.
Oh my days.
Well,
wow.
Very, very brave in possession there. Rebecca Spencer dribbling past players, the goalkeeper. Nilden. Wimberg. Takes it through the legs of Zellum. And the ball out wide. Letitia almost lose it to Spence. Good tackle from Sumanen, but that's going to spill out to Gemma Evans, and United are going to go back here and just consolidate the fact they have the ball for a moment.
Yeah.
But yeah, thanks to the 40 people joining us live. As always, if you haven't left a like on the stream, make sure to do so. If you haven't subscribed yet, please make sure to do so as well. It massively helps us out, as we're hoping to hit 1,000 subscribers for the end of the season. Less than a month to go now. Make sure to hit subscribe if you haven't already. Ball into the box, headed away. Kit Graham to Wimberg. Graham again. Finds Drew Spence. Spence up against Blundell.
Brilliant from Spence.
Really does really want to hold on to the ball. Wimberg. Now it's back with goalkeeper Spencer. England flicks it on, but unable to find a teammate.
No, Tottenham change ready to happen then, once the ball is gone. Can't see, couldn't quite make out who it was.
It's Petzelberger, I think. Here's Garcia for United. Wants to drive it forward, dragged down by Wimberg, and that will be a yellow card and a free kick for Manchester United. Yeah. We have poll in chat, by the way, 124 votes, 60% going Man United, 31% with Tottenham, 10% a draw. So most people believe United can still get this game back.
Fair enough.
It's very difficult from this position to win, but it's not impossible at all. 2 goals, definitely doable. So that is... that could be Wimberg's last involvement, to be fair. I'm not sure who's coming off for Petzelberger.
Still waiting.
Because the suspense is killing me.
Unsurprisingly making a slow way.
At the end of the afternoon for Drew Spence. Speaking of suspense. And yes, it will be Petzelberger on in her place. As Tottenham just add some fresh legs to the midfield. Re-energise it.
Yeah, we saw Spence struggling towards the end of the Leicester game.
Understandably, she's only just come back from injury, so it makes sense not to risk her.
And Petzlberger definitely capable of seeing out this last half an hour for Tottenham.
Yeah. I'd like to see Olga Arton as well for Tottenham today.
Yeah.
And I'm sure they'll be keen to get her back to full fitness before the final.
100%.
Zellum, if she's not fit to start, she's still an asset off the bench. Nilsson can't get a clean strike. And now Tottenham will look to break. England unable to hold on to it. Ball goes up in the air. Here's Blundell under pressure from Naz. Naz giving chase. And that is a wayward pass back to her. But she does manage to get a shift across and collect it. Here is Letitia. Not Letitia, sorry, Toon. Yeah. Again, just massively out of position. But here's Goughton on the left-hand side. Can she come up with a good delivery? Goes one-on-one with Neville. Ball in on her right foot. Garcia unable to do anything. Ball back into the box. Neville misses the header. Falls to Goughton. Can she cross it in? Ball in. Headed away. Drops for Nilsson. And it's over the bar. Just felt like they were just going to keep pinging it over the pitch there, United, and completely ignore the box. But eventually did get something into the box.
United.
And able to convert it.
United, I can't fall, but it is just really messy.
Yeah.
And the ball's coming in. No one's connecting with. Either they're getting cleared out or they're being caught by Spence. Or they're doing that and going straight over the bar.
Spencer, not Spence.
Yeah,
That'd be a red card. But yeah, ref just giving... Oh, talking to Luana Beulah here. I'm not sure what about.
Neither.
But it will be Spencer. Just goal kick that is going to go long here. Unsurprisingly, everything will go long for Tottenham now with 28 minutes on the clock. 20 minutes left to play. Spencer scuffs that delivery, discuss that ball to a little bit. Here's Ella Toon. Back now to Gemma Evans. Evans. Turner. She finds Blundell. Blundell will look to go wide with it. Garcia. Nice footwork. Takes it past... Is that Nilden? Yeah. And Nilden stops her with her hands and Rebecca Welsh quick to run over and award her a yellow card.
Yellow card's starting to stack up.
Yeah. I wonder if Welsh and Heaslip were had the same FA mentor when they came through as referees.
Let's not give
Both
anything.
love a card.
And then second half, we'll just book everyone.
Yeah, it does seem that way. But free kick here then for United.
And it's another chance where they've got to get this right.
Yeah. I think that was either Wimberg or Petzlberger. They're just removing a bit of taping.
Yeah, Wimberg.
From the socks.
United's delivery's not paid off yet today. Maybe this one, well, the goal did. But apart from that, not much.
Yeah. Ball whipped in. Stopped by Nilden. Now they look to break. Wimberg.
Gets away.
Just about gets away from Evans. Puts it for Naz to run after. Blundell's under pressure. Naz unable to get that over before Blundell plays it to Earps. Earps. Risky pass, but it comes off. Zellum. Blundell. Blundell looks to hit the line. Letitia. Oh, that's brilliant from Blundell. Through the lines there to pick out Ella Toon. Toon knocks it to Goughton. Goughton has a wide option, but she'll dart inside. Look to be direct with it. Twisting and turning in there and evading a tackle in there, Letitia. She's done well in that role, Letitia.
Yeah.
Even if it hasn't perhaps had the greatest result for United. She's played well in there, but got on the ball quite a lot. Petzlberger. Hasn't really made them weaker in defence.
No.
Hasn't got them a goal, but could now with delivering a ball. Dealt with, though, by Tottenham. And there's a foul in there. Looked like a good tackle. Yeah, I agree. But free kick awarded by Welsh.
So another look here. Naz coming in. Maybe not.
Yeah, it's one where she's got a bit of her, but she's also got a bit of the ball. So I don't know.
Yeah.
You look at it both ways, but unsurprisingly, it's the second half, and Welsh is going to give it.
Yeah.
And United will be very happy. Like, it's a free kick in a really good area for Manchester United. So they'll look to ramp up pressure in these late stages. 25 minutes to play. They've got to be a bit urgent, not rushing it, not panicking, but have a little bit of urgency in their play now. And I mean, this is an opportunity to get a shot on goal at least. which could definitely cause some issues. Now, of course, from this sort of area, you would back Rebecca Spencer to make the save, given she'll have a lot of time to react to it. But yeah. Typically, our coverage is having an issue is with the free kick. They set up for the free kick here. And now they will get a chance to get a shot. The ball does go into the box, though. But it is cleared away. There we go. Oh, no, we were back for a moment. Now we're back. Sorry about that. Rachel Williams, ball into the box. Dealt with for Tottenham. Now they'll look to break. Wimberg tries to get away from players. Williams gets back in and nudges her down there, and it is given us a Man United throw. We have a question mark as to whether she'd fouled her there, but rightfully, I think, not given. As such, Zellum. A question for you and a question for everyone in chat as well. So get involved in the live chat if you are watching along. Do you think that Manchester United will get this back? Will either a draw or win? How do you see this going?
I think this goes one of two ways. I'll give my thing in it. I don't think United draw this game though. I think they will. If they equalise, they'll go on to win it because they'll take momentum from it and score, or they won't get this game back. For me, I just don't see them getting this game back. I think Tottenham have got this in the bag. United. I mean, obviously, I know as the game goes on, they'll start to throw people forwards and go for it a bit more, but they just, I don't know, they're not been cutthroat. They're not even crashing. They've dominated the second half and they've had the play and they've put balls into the box, but they haven't had any cutthroat chances. They haven't tested Spencer at all, really, and I don't see that changing in the last 23 minutes. But I'm intrigued to see what everyone else thinks in chat.
Yeah, fair enough. I think United will score.
Yeah.
My bigger question mark is whether Tottenham will also score, because I could see this being 3-2 Tottenham.
Yeah, like it.
Even if United score, I think that Tottenham will be then, they'll still have that drive they'll go and get a goal.
Yeah, fair enough.
And I don't think they'll drop their heads in the same way United did when they went behind. So when they went level. But yeah, I think it was going to be very interesting. CM says he thinks Spurs can hang on. I think they can. I definitely think they can. They might even score and then United score. I wouldn't be surprised if it's that way round. But I do think there is a goal somewhere in this game, I think. Narsund, Garcia. And it's just that United will start to ramp more and more pressure on. Kit Graham.
Really good from Kit Graham.
Tries to play it through the lines to Naz, but Letitia will get there and goes back to her goalkeeper, Mary Earps, Turner.
For me, there's more chance Tottenham score than United score.
Yeah, okay. Fair enough. But if you are watching along, feel free to give your thoughts in the live chat and we'll make sure to discuss them. But yeah, Wimberg now brings it down under pressure from Blundell. Wants to take players on Matilda Wimberg, which is something I love about her, but she has lost the ball there. And here come United. Zellum finds Galton. Galton's touch escapes her, but she manages to make it work. Wants to go left. Forced back, though, to Zellum now. Turner. Blundell. We mentioned in the first half United getting annoyed at refs, and it hasn't been too prevalent in the second half, but we saw it there a little bit. I mean, after that, Galton just throwing a hand up at Welsh for getting in the way. Blundell. Here is Toon. Garcia. Toon. Back towards Lucia Garcia. Ball in. Rachel Williams! What a miss. Huge miss for Williams. I think it might have been a header away, actually, from James Turner.
Yeah, that's incredible defending. Much better football from United. Ella Toon makes a really
How have United not got a goal there?
Garcia, it's a really good ball into the box, and Williams diving header, and Turner just flicks it over with her foot.
Incredible defending. United
Huge.
Putting on the pressure though. Corner now. Zellum lifting it towards that back post. Header wide. United are looking really dangerous.
And I said United hadn't any clear cut or big chances, and now they're starting to creep out. Even that corner.
Yeah.
Rachel Williams heading it wide, but James Turner in there, superb defending. And to be fair, not much Williams could have done about the first one. She did well, got down, went for the diving header, and that's a double change for Tottenham. Wimberg will be the first one to make way. Very good game for her. I've been very impressed with her afternoon. And she'll be replaced by Roselle Ayane. And then the second change is going to be, is that a midfield change? I think for Summerlin. And that is Olga Arsenin.
This is good to see. Oh, right, and returning from injury for Tottenham today then. And she looks very happy to be back on the field.
And someone giving her some instructions as she comes off. Yeah, Tottenham just go shore up there, and they're hoping that they can get away, get Ayane involved. Yeah. Fresh legs on there, get her running at Manchester United.
Isabella says really hoping Spurs can hang in there. Yeah, for the sake of the fight as well. I hope to see that as well. Thanks for spamming the emojis as well in there.
Love it.
Love to see it. England.
Brilliant battling in there from Beth England.
Oh. Tottenham managed to hold on to the ball well. James Turner will go back to a goalkeeper. Just shoulder a little bit short. Galton is almost going to get there. Spencer clips it wide. The angle, I think, deceived me a little bit there. It looked like Galton was going to score, but it was very close regardless.
And the fact that Spencer wasn't really running at it kind of made me realise that it wasn't really too, but I don't know what Spencer was doing. Just showed no urgency to get out.
Yeah. Perhaps didn't realise just how slow that ball really was.
Yeah. Huge let off. 19 minutes to go then. Still Manchester United 1, Tottenham 2. This has been a really good game of football. Really good game.
Yeah.
United
Blundell goes long with it, but that ball unable to be kept on really by Nelson. That's out for a Tottenham throw. 20 minutes to go. The thing is now, as that clock ticks down, United's players will start to worry, I think.
Yeah.
Start to worry. Luke, welcome to the stream, saying I think Man United are going to win. Fair enough. I still think that's definitely possible. United have good players, obviously. But Tottenham have looked so good in defence today.
Result. Yeah. United win for an incredible last 18 minutes.
We are. But if United do end up, if this result stays the same, the effect this has on the fight for fourth and that battle, it's going to be huge.
Laughing at the moment.
Especially since, obviously, I know they play Chelsea next, but after that they do play United.
Yeah.
So it could all come down to that game. Especially since United play Chelsea in the final game week.
Yeah, really good from Tottenham. Naz, does she want to throw? No, she has not. That'll be a United ball. And Blundell's going to get this game moving quickly.
Yeah. Luke says, hopefully we win. I assume you're a United fan, Luke. If so, welcome. We don't have many United fans in here.
Lots of Mark's dinner.
Yeah. Hopefully we can start to grow more. We have quite a lot of Chelsea and Arsenal fans joining our streams. We were trying to push out to more and more fans of other clubs in the WSL and across the women's game, really.
Ayane. Graham keeps it up. Ayane gets it back. Tottenham just doing enough to stop Man United.
Yeah, here's Ashley Neville. Let's go down the line. England holds on to the ball well, goes back to Neville. Neville down the line again, and Tottenham unable to hold on to the ball as United recover it. Luke says, I'd love to see us win the FA Cup final. And yeah, it does say that he's a Man United fan. Well, welcome, Luke. And yeah, it's going to be very interesting when United can get this back. 17 minutes to play now. Tottenham played very well today. United have been a little bit too wasteful. A little bit too wasteful in possession. Zellum. Ball in behind. Chance now for Garcia. Has to go across the box towards Galton. That's a crucial touch in there. Crucial touch in there.
That goes up. No, it doesn't go up, sorry.
No, it was to Garcia's ball in the box. I think it was James Turner who got a touch back to a goalkeeper.
Great ball over the top. Maybe she needs to put a bit more on it, Garcia.
No, it's Bueller, sorry.
Yeah,
that goes back to Spencer. Yeah, because she puts more on that than even if Bueller does make contact, it doesn't go back to a goalkeeper nicely. It either goes out of play or it's an issue for Spencer. But
great touch from Blundell.
Yeah.
United
Turner
have got to go now if they want 2 goals, which they will, because even a draw I think would still keep Liverpool ahead of them.
It would leave them level on points.
Oh, how tight is that?
Very.
So even a draw would leave it in United's hands, saying they still have to travel to Liverpool, or host Liverpool, sorry.
Yeah,
That's a give and go with Galton.
And if we assume
big tackle.
If we assume that both teams lose to Chelsea, which I don't think is too bad an assumption to make, then it's not necessarily going to come true, but we can assume that. Then it comes down to that one game, and United play. I'm going to have to go find out now. United have.
We're both Galton and Neville down here.
Leicester. which is quite a nice game to have next weekend. While Tottenham play Brighton, not Tottenham. So I don't need to worry about Tottenham. I mean, look at Liverpool's other game.
Yeah, both players receiving treatment. It was a big tackle from Neville.
Liverpool's also Leicester. So there we go. It's going to come down to United playing, well, both sides playing Chelsea, each other and Leicester.
That is ridiculous.
Oh yeah, I guess you couldn't have predicted that they'd be fighting.
Yeah, I suppose. Leicester has a horrible running.
Yeah.
What do they have Chelsea?
No, they've got Arsenal. They've got Arsenal later today.
Oh yeah.
Then obviously United, West Ham, Liverpool. But yeah.
Is Ella Toon's coming up, I think?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
And that is Hinata Miyazawa in her place.
Big moment for her.
Understandable. So is she going into attack midfield, or they bring off Galton as well? Well, that's Heise Ferreira, so I'd assume Galton is coming off.
Yeah, Saint's just on the floor at the moment.
Yeah. Let's bring off a defensive player.
Oh God, I'd like to think not, saying Galton's still down.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's going to be Leia Galton coming off. Luke says, have you been to a women's football game? Yes, we have been to... Well, I went to Chelsea-Barcelona in the semi-finals last year. We went to Man United-Chelsea in January this year at Stamford Bridge. And we are going on Saturday to Chelsea-Barcelona again. So, yeah, have been to a few. Hope to get to a few more next season. Obviously, with us doing this as well, it makes it quite difficult. And it is quite difficult anyway to get to Kings Meadow from where we live. So, yeah, but we do hope to go to a few more Chelsea games.
Not good for Leia Galton, this.
Well, neutral games as well, wouldn't mind, but yeah. Lou says, do you think United are going to win or Tottenham are going to win? In this game, I have to say Tottenham. I just think that given how defensively strong they are, given their lead of 2-1, and there's only 10 minutes to play, or just over 10 minutes to play, I can't see United getting the 2 goals. At best, I could see United draw, but in my opinion, Tottenham will win. Sorry, Luke, but going to be honest. Harry?
Yeah, I think Tottenham have got this. United just haven't had that quality going forward today.
Yeah. Well, they've got players on now that could have an impact. Heise, Hinata Miyazawa as well. They're coming forwards now. Niall Sund cuts it back. It's good defending in there, though. And there is a foul on Olga Artinen. She managed to recover the ball, and then I think she was pulled back by Heise.
Yeah.
So free kick for Tottenham.
Honestly, I thought United would put a bit more pressure on in the second half. I know they've put a bit of pressure on, but they haven't had big chances or clear cut chances for me.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a weird one. It is a weird one, but Tottenham doing what they need to do. United aren't doing enough, and that is why Tottenham find themselves winning this game.
Yeah, exactly that. Here's Naz. Tries to play towards Beth England. Turner gets in front of it. Naz being forced wide. Out of play now. Comes off Turner, though. And that will be a Tottenham throw. It's not quite time to take it to the corner yet, though, for Tottenham.
Yeah.
Garcia getting the ball for Ashnell there. She realised Tottenham players weren't going to be in any rush to collect the ball.
Yeah.
Headed away by Zellum. There's a lot of people at the game, says Luke. For today's game, it does look like a fairly, especially in the stands, there's a few fans, but yeah, not a bad attendance for United. I really don't get why United's women haven't played much at Old Trafford this season, though.
But equally, they're not selling out this, are they? It's a difference.
Yeah, I guess. To be fair, though, they're not selling it out, but
it gets a bit more empty as you go down this way.
Yeah. Heise delivers it. Nalsund will be the one to pick it up. Heise. Now Katie Zellum strikes it and heads it away.
Great header. Huge header in there.
Yeah.
Graham.
I think so. And now she is on the floor after absorbing the impact from that cannon of an effort from Zellum.
Not effort at all, that is.
Yeah, I think United have been hurt in terms of the fan base because they started their women's side so late. So they don't really have much of a fan base there.
Men's side, their fans are in London.
Well, that as well. I think that a lot of the United fans are people that are fans of the Lionesses, but aren't often fans they aren't fans because it's in the United area.
They're Tomb fans.
Yeah, I think
I think losing Russo was massive for their commercial kind of thing.
Yeah, I would say so. I think especially since a lot of the fans of the WSL are exactly. A lot of the fans are quite young and perhaps don't have that same loyalty, so they'll switch up quite quickly. And since they're just like the England players, hey say, it's forced back, and it falls now to Miyazawa. Got to take a shot first time there.
Yeah,
takes a touch and it gets blocked. Then the eventual shot.
10 minutes to go.
Evans goes out wide. Garcia wants to drive inside now. Miyazawa. Evans. Tries to go across to Turner. Here's Blundell. Turner. Evans. And now here come Tottenham. Ayani. Here is Naz. Ball over the top. That's going to go through to Mary Epps. Turner.
Just feels like United needs to be more. There needs to be more urgency.
Yeah.
They want to find a goal or even two. They need to, up the ante a little bit.
Here comes Ese Ferreira. Gets stopped by Naz. But does keep going, Hasey. Does really well. Now Sund. Hasey. Got to get it in the box. Got to pick someone out. But there's a good tackle in there from Kit Graham. That's hooked away. Now as Pasha went to the stream asking, can you make a successful career in gambling? Depends what form. Most gambling, no. If you're like a poker player, then yeah. Other than that, you are just going to lose your money and become an addict. But poker's skill-based,
Life
so
lessons,
it's different.
101. We'll start a new channel.
But yeah, definitely. There's stuff like sports stuff you can't control. And if you're playing roulette, then definitely not. But yeah. As well says, if you bet on black, yes. Guaranteed. Williams.
Knows her stuff.
I was taking my mortgage and put it on black.
Yeah. If I put it on black and my life falls apart, I'm going to blame on you now.
New welcome to the stream saying, guys, where can I watch the game, please? It's available on the FA Player for anyone that wants to watch it. If you're unable to watch it, you can, of course, watch our coverage instead. We'll commentate over the game. But yeah. And of course, even if you are watching it, then we're welcome to listen along with our coverage as well. Mars Day Monday says, who's been your best player of the match so far? We'll probably do our player of the match in a couple of moments, but you know what? We'll do it now. Harry, who's your player of the match?
That is a tough one. I've been thoroughly impressed with a lot of players on this pitch. I think Vinberg had a good game for Tottenham. Drew Spence was good as looked really, really, really good. I haven't really thought about it. Usually I've thought about it by now, but I haven't. Milo says a decent game in playing a bit more of a new role. United just haven't looked too great going forward. I thought Mallard did okay until she was brought off. If I had to go for a player of the match though, I think I'm going to go for Naz. Really well taken goal. Has looked really good on the counter. Electric pace. Has caused United's defence problems all day long. And I mean, if Tottenham can hold on here, they can have her to thank. Yeah,
I'm torn between two. An honourable mention as well for Mallard, because obviously that's a really well taken goal. She can't really control the fact United didn't do a whole lot else in the game. And I think it was an odd decision to bring her off. She was their best presence up front. But in terms of player of the match, I'm torn between Vinberg and Beth England. I don't think I can decide between the two. I think that while England didn't contribute a goal, she contributed so much more to the game in terms of build-up, in terms of why they've been so stable. Obviously, as I say that, Beth England can't control the ball and it goes out of play for a throw. But she's been really good today. And obviously, Matilda Vinberg looked so exciting. I mean, I've been raving about Vinberg all season, ever since she signed for Tottenham in January. And yeah, I mean, she's living up to that promise now. Hasn't been handed a load of minutes by Tottenham, but I understand it, easing her in gently, and she was phenomenal today. She took Mannion to the cleaners on multiple occasions and played really, really well. So for me, it'll be between those two. But yeah, both played very, very well. And Tottenham played well. The fact they're 2-1 up, they've done well. Now they're taking it to the corner. Yane drew the foul, giving us a United throw.
Well,
But
5 minutes left. You feel like even if United, they're only going to get a draw, if anything, out of this game now.
yeah, it's going to have to be very late now. Letitia, Jose Ferreira. She's using her body really well there. Using her physicality just to shield that ball. Drives it forward, gets fouled by Kit Graham, and that will undoubtedly be a yellow card. And she is brandished with a caution from Rebecca Welch.
Yeah, makes sense.
Graham see that coming a mile off.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, just bringing Jose to the floor.
Yeah. Who's everyone else's player of the match who said?
Isabella's gone for Mark Skinner.
Like it. Yeah, he's implement the way he camouflages into that bench.
His composure is unmatched. Couldn't agree more, Isabella.
Yeah, who's everyone else saying?
He always keeps a level head for me that makes him such a good manager.
Yeah. I think it's the way, he does the things you don't realise. He blends into the surroundings, so you don't see what he does.
Ball into the box. And that's headed towards Ragnar Spencer, and she's going to take her time. United haven't really realised that she's not picked it up yet, and now Garcia will press it, and Spencer will pick it up. Master Monday says, "What is your prediction for what's your bold prediction for the FA Cup final? Have you got any bold predictions?"
The FA Cup final. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if we saw a similar result to what we've seen today.
United's playing the better stuff, starting faster, but Tottenham being that setting up really well defensively and hitting on the counter.
Because the interesting point is, and hang on, Brandel put it into the box. That's caught Spencer, and she's going around. The interesting thing will be is that it's an occasion neither side are really known to. Obviously, United were there last year, but they lost there.
Yeah.
They've only got bad memories of Wembley, whereas Tottenham haven't got memories of Wembley. And that United will want to set their Wembley record straight. Tottenham will want to write their Wembley record as a success. So it's going to be a really interesting game. Yeah. It's a hard one to predict because it won't be. Obviously, I said it could be something similar like this, but it could also be completely different.
My bold prediction is that Mark Skinner will wear something completely diabolically awful. I'm picturing like a leather jacket or a fur coat or...
No, fur coat's more ideal. Your leather jacket is very scary.
I could see...
Shades.
Yeah.
Leather jacket,
oh, yeah, I could see shades.
Hair slicked back.
A tie that's like made from the skin of a tiger or something.
Yeah.
Just getting it
cigar
all
in one hand.
Big chain.
Thinks he's Tom Cruise.
I could definitely see a little leather jacket or something.
Yeah.
Might be a bit hot to be fair for a fur coat. But...
No, he'll put a leather jacket on and wear shorts. All of that and going on top. I'll be wearing a pair of shorts on. Here's Garcia attacking Neville. Still time for United to get an equaliser in this game. And it'll be a huge, huge equaliser if they could find it.
Zellum.
And we don't know how much time to be added on as well, so...
Letitia. Evans. Goes to Turner. Turner to Blundell. Ball inside. Finds Williams. They say unable to hold on to the ball. Now Naz. Ball out of play from Heisei. Isabel says, I reckon Skinner will go for the Tom Cruise look. Yeah, I can see it. Or maybe like a little Hawaiian shirt.
Oh, casual. Imagine he's very casual. Trying to convince everyone
like
to take it.
Ibiza with the flower necklaces and all that. A little pina colada in one hand.
Pineapple trunks.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. They're the only two options.
If he rocked up Villahar would look over, and Villahar dressed quite smartly, look professional. He looks over and he goes...
Oh, he's going to look like he's at a wedding or a funeral.
Yeah, probably a funeral. Here come United again.
He is today in his full black.
Mm-hmm. Oh, brilliant defending from Nilden to deny the corner. Out for a United throw on. 30 seconds of the normal 90. And then we'll be into additional time. Kit Graham with a big header.
Narsund cleared away. Ayane gets the header. It falls to Zellum. Skinner does seem like the type to stage his own funeral. Ball in. Neville heads away and then just show up halfway through and go surprise. Garcia, it's blocked by England. Here is Gemma Evans. Here is Miyazawa. Plays it to Garcia, looking to get a shot away. Cuts inside. Blocked by Ash Neville. Still alive for Garcia. Just can't get it out of her feet there, but it is out for a Man United corner. Isabel says he'll actually shop in a United kit. Shows commitment to the team. Full kit, shin pads, studs. Yeah, I can see it. Zellum with the corner. Looks to deliver it. It's on the keeper. Earps is in there. I thought she was going to head it home for a moment. I didn't even see that she was in there.
Still 4 minutes left.
Is she going to stay up for this? Turner.
No, she's around
No,
back.
that's foreign. Get in there. Mary Earps' goal.
Miyazawa's on it. Really good from Miyazawa. Wins a throw-in. 3 minutes left.
Luke says, what football team of the women's football do you support? We're both Chelsea fans, men's and women's game. But yeah, we're very lucky. Very lucky with the success we've had over the last few years to get to enjoy a team that is so good.
Throwing into the box,
Hopefully so.
out for a corner.
Whoever it is that continues the next era for Chelsea.
Yeah.
Seems like it will be Sonia Bonpasteur. Master Monday says, should Clinton stay at Tottenham or go back to United? Isabella says, stay at Tottenham. Master Monday agrees with that. I think she should, yeah. I think she should stay at Tottenham.
100%.
I think that's a better project right now. If they can.
Yeah, balling from Evans.
My fear is United will price them
Header,
out. Header,
to save onto the bar. It's bounced. It's in.
It's in for United. It's bundled home. It will stand. Maya Letitia, Man United 2, Tottenham 2. And Tottenham ripped away from them at the death. The ball was onto the bar. It bounced in the air and it's bundled in by United. Manchester United 2, Tottenham 2.
Well, it doesn't matter how they go in as long as they do. It's an absolute mess. There's bodies everywhere. Off the bar,
And
bounces
here,
down.
yeah.
And there's arguments for a foul in there, for a push. It was turned in by Letitia in the end.
It's a shame in the manner in which it's gone in. But,
It's one of those really messy ones, but it's a huge goal. A huge goal. And now,
2 minutes. Is there a
surely
winner?
Tottenham, you just hold on and don't do passes like that from Ashley Neville.
Graham
does just smash out.
smash it down a tunnel.
Yeah. For Tottenham, they want to hold on for a minute and a half, but that is we're frustrated.
Bilham's got it under his shirt.
Yeah. And he will be frustrated to concede that goal.
Yeah. It's a shame to concede in the manner they did, because that doesn't really... That's not because they switched off or anything, it's just an unfortunate one. They should have won the initial header, yes, but once it's the bar, there's not a lot they can do about it, unfortunately. Here is Zellum.
A really, really messy scenario. It's what Man United do. And I said that they haven't had any clear-cut chances. They haven't created much.
In the second half, especially.
It's a terrible goal to score, but they're not going to care.
Isabella says, I knew Spurs should have attacked. One upsetting finish for Spurs. Yeah, just didn't. I mean, to be fair, at this moment in the game, they should have been going to the corners. They just couldn't get it out of their own half. Shadrick says, come on, you Spurs. Oh, they're going to need a bit of a push here. A minute to go. I think this game will end 2-2. Spencer not in any rush to take this goal kick. Nawaz Pasha says, watching you from India. Fantastic. Welcome to the stream. We're watching us from every corner of the globe, so it's brilliant to see the support today. Ayane tries to find the pass, but can't. Nelson comes forward. Is there a goal for United in this game? Hey, say. I think she's trying to win a corner. No, tries to win a penalty there, and it was a bit messy from Nilden, but she got on the right edge of it. I think United fans are
It was on the edge.
calling for a pen, but
I'll tell you that much.
never. Letitia, ball into the box. Header in the air, wide, and Spencer's going to take an age to get to this, and that should be that. Sam says, good Man U. Luke says, come on, Man United, in full caps.
Yeah, huge goal.
Yeah, and that could be that could prove pivotal, because now all they have to do is, well, to be fair, they're still level on points with Liverpool, but if they draw with Liverpool, I think their goal difference is stronger.
Yeah.
And they should beat Liverpool, to be fair, anyway. Yeah, their goal difference is 14 stronger.
Wow.
So, yeah. It really does say a lot. There's only 5 teams with a positive goal difference, and one of them is Liverpool with a +2. But that is it here at the Leigh Sports Village. A hard-fought contest ends 2-2. The spoils shared on as even. Manchester United, they needed a late goal, but they got it over the line in the end. And Tottenham heartbreak. But ultimately, it was a spirited performance, and it pretty much means they are confirmed 6th now. Villa are 6 points behind them. Tottenham have a game in hand as well. they're in a really good spot. Tottenham have had a really good season. They probably won't end up finishing 4th, but it's a great sign of things to come for Tottenham, isn't it?
Yeah,
And they're still in a cup final.
They are, and I still think it's a positive. It's a positive result at the end of the day. It's a draw. It's been a decent season. I don't think they'll be frustrated to not get the win across the line, but overall, a decent season so far for United. I still don't think Skinner's going to be very happy with that point. They wanted more from today.
Yeah.
They knew that a win was pivotal for their hopes of getting 4th. But as you say, a draw means they're still in control. Their league position. They know that all they've got to do is beat Liverpool, and realistically 4th is there. But I mean, that gives me hope for the FA Cup final, because those two sides put on a really, really good game for us. If they can do that at Wembley in a few weeks' time, we're going to have a really, really good game there. So, overall, a decent game of football. Good afternoon.
Elle celebrating, Isabel saying, what a finish. I can imagine Skinner's smug face. Yeah, he should be very pleased with himself, nodding at himself in the mirror. But yeah, good result for United. They'll be very pleased with that one. Shadrick says, watching you from Zambia. Thanks, everyone, for the support. Wherever you are watching through, I appreciate it massively. Likando Sanana says, warm up for a final at Wembley for both. Yes, we are very excited for that game. We will be live for it on this channel in 2 weeks' time. So make sure to join us. That was a nice little precursor. It's given us an idea of what's going to happen. I'm very excited for it. For 3 weeks' time, isn't it, to the final? Yes, 12th of May. Yeah. Join us for it. We will be live for it. But that is everything from us today. We will be back on Sunday for the Women's Champions League. We might do a WSL game next weekend. I'm not sure yet, so look out for that. But we will be live for the UWCL game between PSG and Lyon. Unfortunately, we can't do the Chelsea game because we'll be at it again. If you are going to the game, feel free to look out for us and say hi. But yeah, I think we're in the Matthew Harding if you want to wave at us from across the stadium. Or if you're in the Matthew Harding, come say hi. But that is everything from us today. Thank you guys so much for your support. As always, we'll be back this week, and look out for the videos in the middle of the week. We'll be talking about something to do with the WSL, so you'll probably enjoy it. Well, thank you guys very, very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.